Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't expect it actually.
Oh, really?
Even though we talked about it about 4 minutes ago, pre-stream, I didn't expect you to say Lechonk again.
Lechonk.
Lechonk. Hey guys, Pat Wade's here. I am joined with.
Pokemon Violet.
Go fucking die.
No, you're joined with Violet.
Welcome to Funky Fresh Hot Takes with Violet.
Look, I was ready with, you said be prepared with a word, and I was like, yes. And then I'm like, oh, perfect. Introduction balance.
I did say
It
I did just say
correlated.
word. I didn't really say like
You
a
did.
phrase or anything. I just like we could just go with a word. We could go with a word this week. Lechonk.
Yeah. Lechonk. Hey, you
That's
snorted
fair.
on the tweet. What? Why? Because I snorted?
Because you started.
Oh, okay.
You were reading it off, so I just wrote the rest of what you said verbatim. I was gonna put the dumpling part in there, or gyoza part in there, but I was like, nah, I already forgot it. But it was funny. I'm just gonna put the rest of what you just said because you just said everything when I was typing it. But yeah, hi, welcome to Funky Fresh. What was it again? Funky Fresh Fun
Whoa.
Fridays with the Mythical Dragon here on Drunken Talk.
We are on fire.
We are on fire. Well, I guess not really me. All I know is supposed to be like lightly sprinkling tomorrow morning. Apparently, there's some June showers.
Well then, over here it's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
I don't know.
Let me turn this up for the American audience. Turn that to Fahrenheit. Right now it's still 71 Fahrenheit outside right now.
Wow, you're actually warmer than me. I mean, granted, I'm in San Francisco, so I guess there is that.
Tomorrow's gonna get up to 79.
Oh, it's 10 more than nice.
That's okay, Daryl. It's 10 more than nice.
It's 10 more than nice. If that's not a shit spam says, I don't know what is. 79 is just 10 more.
That's what I
10 degrees
aspire to
more
be in
than
my
nice.
life, 10 more than nice. That's
10
what I
more
aspire
than
to be in my life.
10 more than nice.
Yep.
Off to a great start, guys. Tis gonna be a great, funky, fresh night.
So fresh, so funky.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, we've been quite a lot of things that happened this week, I'd say, for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Ways, more than one.
Mm-hmm.
And a turnover. No, not turnover. Calzone. Okay, I gotta stop with the food stuff that we just talked about like a couple minutes ago, but man, it's stuck in my head.
Bake it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, flip it onto its side. Bake it for
And that's how you make it, or that's how you.
That's not how
fry
you
a
make a
calzone.
calzone. I'm sure it's much more minutes than that, but
Right. Oh man. Yeah,
I had 10 in my head because of a few.
Right.
10
Oh,
more than
man.
nice.
You. Okay, now you really convinced me to get a calzone. I need to find a place to get those calzones.
I want to. I haven't had a calzone in a while either. That would be nice to go and find one to place on tomorrow or Sunday.
Let's do it. It's gonna be a weekend project. Find a calzone place and have a calzone.
Y'all need to join us on this. Oh, well, poor YouTube people, but next weekend, YouTube people, join us and find a calzone. Everybody that's watching this live or in the VODs,
Yep.
calzone weekend.
Let's go for a calzone weekend.
Have a little
Calzone.
bite of Italy if you can.
Ooh, yeah. See, it's like I wonder, like it's weird that like some pizzerias like doesn't do calzones anymore, or so I guess some do, but like it's not as popular. Or like a proper pizza.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if I just wanna pocket my pizza? No, that's different. A pizza pocket or hot pocket is technically different. But anyways,
No, they're the same. If a
Wait.
dumpling could be a calzone,
A pizza pocket could be a calzone too. Oh, I guess.
yes. Anything that is a pastry filled with like hot things in it is
It's a
calzone.
calzone.
Which means pizza pops up here in Canada are calzones.
Which means Hot Pockets are technically calzones, and I feel like every Italian's gonna be pissed off at both of us for saying that.
Is Pena's around? Oh no.
Actually, hey Google, are calzones Italian? Oh god, that just sounds so wrong
That was
in
just a stupid
context.
question.
Yeah, that was a very stupid question. Hey Google, are calzones made from Italy? Originated from Italy is probably what I should have said.
Wow. Hey, did Italy make calzone?
I mean, but like, it's kind of legitimate because technically, was it a pepperoni pizza or something like that? Is not made in Italy. Like the pieces that we are known worldwide aside from a margarita is cancel. Is not made in Italy or something like that.
Like the Hawaiian pizza originated in Canada?
Canada, yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. You're welcome for putting pineapple on pizza like the crazy fuckers we are.
Crazy fuckers.
Crazy fookers.
Yep.
Oh no, the more I have of this beverage, and the more Canadian I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get all the ooze in my language now. I'm all about the ooze.
Yeah. Oh. You're all a boot.
Actually, wait, you've been up here in Canada, like, fairly
Yeah.
recently-ish.
Mm-hmm.
How often did I go with the boot?
Funnily enough, not as much. Maybe.
Ha! That did not count. That was a, not an A.
No. There's a proper That's not an
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about, eh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like that. No, I haven't heard much of like a boot. Or a boot like that.
Not in my part of Canada.
No. There were like a couple of like pronunciation. Not so much of like slang, but definitely pronunciation. I can't remember them off the top of my head anymore. But like I could tell they were like Apple Canadian.
That's not Apple Canadian and Caverin. I'm just the one that was says it that way.
I remember the good old days of Caverin.
Oh, Vox Populi Caverin.
Cavern. But no, like I remember like hearing like just like general conversation, whether it was with you or like just hearing general conversation around. It's like it doesn't sound American. It sounds very very Canadian. Very northern.
Very northern. Oh, you're very north. We speak north.
Very north. We speak north. Oh shit! What else do you speak? South?
No, I can't do that.
No, you can't.
The most southern thing about me is how much I like sweet tea.
I was gonna say sweet baby Jesus. That'd be weird.
And biscuits and gravy are nice.
Oh, biscuits and chicken and waffles though.
Nah, I'm not a fan.
Really? Oh. Beignets?
What?
French donuts, beignets.
No. I am a donut hole person because it's immense.
No, you know what? That's fair. It's like I believe it's like the same idea. It's like if it's Timmy's, it's Timbits. If it's Dunkin', it's Munchkins.
Lame.
For whatever reason, Krispy Kreme does not do donut holes. I think.
Waste of product.
We just make a proper, nice, glazed, fresh, hot donut in that order.
Speaking of which, happy National Donut Day.
Guess who noticed that? Guess who noticed today was Happy National Donut Day? Wow, words is great today. Like I figured it out just about like 30 minutes ago. I could have spent the whole day finding free donuts, but I didn't.
I didn't either, but to be fair, I was very busy from about 7 a.m. when I left the house to when I got home at 5.
Okay, that's fair. Like, there would not be a time. Was Timmy's giving out a donut though? I'm just curious.
I don't know, actually. Probably somewhere.
I knew here in the States Krispy Kreme was giving out free donuts. So I'm just like, wait, they were giving out free donuts? Was National Donut Day? Cry.
Oh, there's a whole article about it. Let's go.
There's always like I always love when it's like National Insert Food Here Day. It's like a whole article of like, here's where you get some free food.
That's exactly what I read. National Donut Day was first created by the Salvation Army, really.
Out of
In
anything.
1938, yeah, so National Donut Day was first created by the Salvation Army in 1938 as a way of honoring those who served donuts to soldiers during World War One.
Interesting.
Nearly a century later, it holds more lighthearted connotation of cashing in on good deals.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
So Dunkin' did free donuts. Krispy Kreme did. Oh wow! Originally glazed dozen donuts. So if you buy a dozen of the original glazed donuts at Krispy Kreme, you get an extra one for only $1.
Yo. I always love those.
Timmy's.
Amaze.
That's no information.
What?
Oh, there it is. The Canadian chain has special offers in store exclusively for the Tim Hortons Rewards members. From May 30th to June 5th, Tim Rewards members will receive a free donut along with their next purchase upon buying a donut on their app or website.
Ooh.
7-Eleven. Buy one get one free donut deal. At 7-Eleven.
I just went to a 7. I was just passing by a 7. Oh, God, fucking damn it. I knew I should have went. I knew I had an idea of going to a 7-Eleven that day.
Nerd. What else is here? For some of this I won't know about, so I'm just gonna go
Skip out on
through.
the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Because I know it was probably like the northeastern convenience store chains like Wawa, Sheets, and something like that, I believe. Which, like, why can't we have good convenience stores here? Like in the rest of America or Canada?
Yeah. Well, it's the Bay. You got your kind of not hippie, hipster, like, cool things down there.
That's true.
Your swanky, cool things.
Other times I just want something grease, dirty, and quick
Oh,
from a convenience store.
I don't want to tell you where my mind went.
'Tis only a Friday night.
Hey, apparently it's sunset right now. Happy sunset up here.
Hey, damn, 9:39, which makes sense because we're getting close to the longest day of the year.
Whoop whoop! I teach on that day.
I know it's still weird, like just seeing like close to 9. It's like, hey, there's still a skyline. I can still see a little bit of sunlight out there.
Do I teach on the 21st? No, it's exam break, which means I'll probably be on exam supervision.
Can't enjoy the 21st.
June 21st or 21 de junio. Look, we made it 13 minutes in without any Spanish, okay? I'm doing all right.
It's a record. At least we didn't go with Buenos noches, but I'll say that at the outro. Actually, that makes a lot more sense as an outro.
Okay.
Technically, just Buenos tardes. But anyways,
Yeah. So yeah, happy National Donut Day. If you had a donut, great.
I'm having a brownie. It's not the same.
I had Oreo cheesecake.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, sister and I decided to get Brown's Craft House up here. So she got her favorite, like, mac and cheese with parm fries. I got a chicken quesadilla with parm fries. And then, yeah, we both got Oreo cheesecakes in a jar to eat.
Ooh, it's one of those, like I'm assuming it's like the no-bake cheesecakes in a jar or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
But of course, naturally, they come in like the regular like takeout containers here.
Right.
But yeah, when you go into the restaurant, it's actually served in a little jar.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's our favorite place to go to. It's pricey as AF, but it's still pretty good.
It's a place to go from time to time, sort of thing.
Yeah, when you want to drop down a good $40 on a meal, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
See, I kind of want to do that, but I realized how much I spent last week in anime, which I guess is a good transition. Um,
Oh yeah, hey, how's the week
how's
been?
the week have been? We're starting our week 15 minutes in. Pretty good record. But yeah, no. For those who doesn't know, last week, just right after the stream last week, I just pretty much conquered out, I guess. Kind of, yeah. And had to wake up early because I wanted to get as much time as I can at Fanime, which was the anime convention that happened in San Jose last week. Apparently, a lot of anime conventions were happening during the Memorial Day weekend. One like two in the East Coast, and apparently one in London.
Mm.
Apparently, MCM was going on this weekend.
Oh, yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite DM, Mark Sherlock Holmes in the UK, went as Fern from Critical Role, and
Ah,
he can do Fern so good.
dang.
I was very happy looking at my photos this weekend, or on my Twitter this weekend.
It looked all the good. Wow, I can words.
Yeah, there's a really cute photo of him and a bunch of like other fan
Mm-hmm.
ferns. It was really cute. They all like took a big group photo together.
Aww.
Yeah, but Fanime, yeah, there was a lot going on this weekend.
Yeah, there was
This
a lot
past
going
weekend.
on last weekend. Yeah, I went to Fanime. Um, took a little bit like try to leave as early as I can and managed to get there at a pretty decent time. And I met up with my friend, just tried to drop off my bags and everything, just so just getting my badge would be a lot easier, which wasn't terrible. Apparently, over on like Twitter last week, like people were like kind of freaking out of like how registration and badge pickup was done, because of like I believe Fanime may be one of the more stricter um, set up like stricter guidelines in terms of like people who can enter the convention. What I
Hmm.
remember is that you have to have 2 shots in your booster to get in. Um, and it they have to be that, or if you are not qualified to get your booster just yet, or within like a month, you were exempted from booster. You can actually get in as well. But at the same time, like they've also set up like this like vaccine check-in sort of thing through Clear app, which basically like you can just put in your documentation and all you gotta do is show like your vaccine pass for that weekend, and then you're able to get in and pick up your badge. Apparently, like some people didn't get the memo about that, and so to those who had to do it on the spot, had to wait for hours. So
Really?
yeah, which is like unfortunate. Like some of them are like trying to get it cleared through their Clear app while waiting in line because they didn't know that this was a thing. Luckily, my friend managed to message me about it 2 days beforehand, so I had it all set up and try to get it all verified. It took like a couple hours, even while I was here at home, to get it verified, but I got managed to get it verified, um, which was like easy because all I got to do was like show my thing, yeah, walk through the Clear app line, which was like no line at all, especially on
Hmm.
Saturday because it was like day 2 already. Mainly those for day 0 already picked up on day 0, and those are day 1 tried to pick it up on day 1, but like I guess they had like some technical difficulties along the way.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, on day 2 it was like, yeah, there was still like a long line for people trying to register that. I think basically for like the day, for those 1 day people, for people who are going for 1 day.
Hmm.
um, But yeah, at least for me, like weekend, it's like, all right, cool. I have my stuff, and I just gotta register that. Yeah, was able to get in um, through that like within 5 minutes. Pick up my badge within another 5 minutes. 10 minutes, I already got my badge.
Nice.
So for those who had it like prepped up and ready, pretty seamless process. Um, but yeah, then from there it was just such a blast to go through Dealers Hall, Artist Alley, and all that stuff. Basically for the next 2.5 days. And to just like talking with my friend who is a veteran of going to conventions. He's been going surprisingly, or he actually told me with his coworker, which was actually another person I didn't expect to come along, but it's actually really he was a really nice person to meet. So I was glad that we had more people to join on the fun stuff of conventions. But my friend has went to Fanime for like the past 12 years, aside from COVID, and I think 1 year out pre-COVID. He's gone to every Fanime since 2010.
Nice.
So like he knows his way around. He knows where everything is and like that. So it's like it felt like I got like a nice guide of like going through. But it's like it's definitely a smaller convention compared to Anime Expo, which is what I was comparing it to. Granted, Anime Expo was a really big convention. Um, but it was just really nice in general to just walk around on the convention halls, just seeing all the cosplays, seeing all like just like seeing people around. I don't know, but like at the same time like seeing like things you can buy and all that stuff. And I was like, oh boy, my wallet may hurt. Thank God it didn't hurt at the dealer's hall because for the most part, anything you buy at the dealer's hall you can buy online. I'd say, unless if it's something that you really really want at that point in time, you would get it, or if it was a really good deal you would get it. Otherwise, yeah, you could purchase it online. So luckily, like, and we like spent like the first half, like majority of that day at dealer's hall. So it's like, okay, my wallet's safe, but don't have to worry about a thing. From there we decided to get like a quick lunch around the San Jose area, which was always interesting to see San Jose not dead when there's a convention going on, because usually on every other weekend San Jose is dead. At least in the downtown area. But yeah, we did a quick lunch and then we decided to head straight for Artist Alley. And this is where I really had to clench on my wallet to be sure that I won't spend a lot. I would say I didn't spend a lot on the first day. Emphasis on that first day. But I think that was like also a blast, just especially going to Artist Alley, finally seeing like art, like their art in real life. As much as like I've seen like maybe seen some of their art online, say either through like Twitter or through other means, to see it like already printed out, sold by them and all that stuff, it looks cool. It looks amazing. It's like, oh god, my wallet's ready to support all these artists, sort of thing. So, but I had other friends around, so we kind of just like started like wandering around like a couple of the booths they wanted to visit, or a couple of artists they wanted to visit and get art from. So like for me, I decided to take the Saturday just to scout of like what kind of art I wanted to get. I had no idea what I was aiming for this year in terms of like art. Maybe outside of Genshin, because it's like
Oh my god!
I mean,
All
to be
your
fair,
Genshin.
2021 I played a lot of Genshin, and it's like I don't have any art. So it's like I would make that time to get some art of Genshin.
So much Genshin. I'm opening up this swag
She's
now,
seen
and I was
everything
like,
that I've
"Fucking
gotten.
hell."
It's great.
I was like, I don't recognize any of this, and I look closer. I'm like, oh god, it must be.
Yeah.
I think most of it's Genshin. Looks like a lot of it is.
Spoiler alert. I think more than half of it is actually Genshin.
Oh my god.
Which did spark my interest to play Genshin again, so I guess there is that.
Genshin streams when?
I know. Maybe next week, because I was thinking of doing it this week. I got busy with other things. Maybe next week.
Fair.
I'm planning to get back into the storylines. I've been now itching to get back into it. So, but yeah, no. So all of Saturday, I at least managed to like keep my wallet tame, or keep myself tame technically, and just scattered around. But oh my god, so much like surprise! Like in Fanime, I don't know so much about like the other conventions. I don't think it might be this skewed, but I'd say like half of the artists in Fanime drew something for Genshin. Maybe more than that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But I also saw there like I think, I'm both surprised and not surprised, because this has been like a hit so far, and I think it's been a hit before it became an anime. Spy Family. I did see quite a bit of art of that. Quite a bit of
that's been big on Twitter.
Quite a bit of Demon Slayer, which only made sense because the second season came out recently, so a lot of people were like getting on that hype train, which is also interesting because cosplayers this year has been obviously majority Genshin, but also Demon Slayer. Not a lot of Attack on Titan, which I was so used to pre-COVID.
There
There was a lot of people wearing like the coats of the Hashiras, or as the main characters, um, with the thing. I do try to look on the side. Wait, where did I put it? I may as a joke. As a joke. Um, my friends and I decided to um, buy one of the, not really the full outfit, just like the cloak of one of the, like the main heroes. Not like the main character, but like one of like the, and like the main. I don't know how to explain Demon Slayer to those who doesn't understand Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I can't help you there. I don't watch it.
Yeah. So think like knights, or like, well, technically they're warriors, I guess, but they're swords. I don't know. But like one of them, like basically just like a like a team, basically. Yeah, like a big team, like high-ranking teams, I'd say. Like, let's go with that. As a joke, my friends and I decided to say, we stopped at this one vendor at the dealer's hall prior to going to Artist Alley. I just remember this now, but we just like made a joke. It's like we should all be this person, or should all get this cloak from them of this person. Her style, so it's a like one of the females of the team. I believe her style was like butterflies, I think. And so it
Mm-hmm.
was like a nice mixture of like pink and green. For those who knows Demon Slayer, it's Shinobu. Um, we decided as a joke to just get that cloak for whatever reason. We thought like let's just all be a Shinobu gang for whatever reason. For one reason or another, we decided to commit to it. We were joking about it, and then it came to we went through full stop on just like, let's just commit, let's just buy it. The one good thing is at least the cloak was like $35, and it's actually a really nice like lightweight, like could be passed as a lightweight jacket too. I wouldn't wear it outside in public per se, but it's actually really not bad to wear. So we ended up doing that. But like in terms of Artist Alley, it's like that, Spy Family, Demon Slayer, Genshin. Um, what I was not also surprised either was a lot of VTuber stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do know a little bit of VTubers and whatnot. Um, Mainly like for those who follow that VTuber crowd, like if you know like the Hololive, so like the Shark Korgura, Mori Clope, and all that stuff, like all of those VTubers in like the Hololive, like I've seen like about like say a quarter or third of the artists had Hololive stuff, so like specifically that. And I think there's like also like other like new animes. I believe I did see quite a bit of like Jujutsu Kaisen, so that was like a one big one from last year. Um, what else?
My
did I-
roommate is a cat. No, I'm kidding.
Unfortunately, no.
Lame.
Yeah.
Everybody make that popular. Everybody watch it. Watch it.
Let's put it this way. Someone make my roommate's a cat merch. Or art. Let's see. What other art do I recall? Weirdly enough, like in terms of like the bog, I would say not really bog standard, but like the big animes, like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, like that. I think. Well, I did see like very handful of it, but like they're starting to wane less to.
Fate.
Surprisingly, not a
Any
lot.
Fate
No,
stuff?
there was some Fate stuff. Not. I was about to say no, but no, I did see a couple. But like definitely like the artists in Fanime. Like, granted, this is my first time being at Fanime. I've been to AX and Crunchyroll Expo. First time at Fanime. It was like my first time like seeing not a lot of like the big stuff per se. And like my friend definitely noticed that too. Like back then, it was like always the big things or a little bit of gaming. I think. Well, okay. In terms of gaming, there was a lot of Persona, which I'm not surprised. A lot of Persona, a lot of Genshin. What other ones are there? But yeah, like I would say like like the big anime stuff. It's not there anymore. Usually the latest stuff So again, like Spy Family, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. Did see quite a bit of Shield Hero, which is I'm not too surprised since season 2 is rolling.
I didn't see a
Um,
lot of that in your merch pile.
I didn't because I actually did grab quite a lot back in CRX and 2020. So I didn't want to double up this year. So I kind of I wanted to get something that's like something I don't have, and then I realized I grabbed too much of what I don't have. But no, there was Demon Shield Hero stuff. What else? And quite a lot of quirky ones, I'd say. Some artists that I remember seeing from Cultural Expo, which is I think because they are local within the area, so I think within like the western region. I remember seeing quite a bit of Digimon though, which is interesting. Granted, it did have its resurgence during COVID as like a remake, so I guess that's maybe the reason why. Like original Digimon, like.
Oh really? There's a remake?
Yeah, there's a remake. There's a remake of the original Digimon that came out. I think 2020 or is it 2019? I can't remember.
How did I not know?
It's been a hot while. Yeah, I did see a couple of Digimon ones.
Sailor Moon?
I'm thinking of for classics. I'm trying to recall. I don't think I've seen much Sailor Moon.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes.
Pokemon?
There's
a new game coming out?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of Pokemon. I believe. I think there was one that, and I think I remember giving you buttons for it. Like they were there yet, so that was cool. Like one of them that had Pokemon evolution buttons. Which is interesting because I think that was like one of the only 2 button artists. Everyone else went to either prints or keychains or charms.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Again, another thing that my friend pointed out, it's like he went from buttons to that. So everything got just a little bit more expensive. But yeah, so.
Oh, are those like in some of your pins? I don't know what pins you got. They're really hard to see.
Oh, I didn't get pins this year. No, I think back in CRX.
What are the pretty gold things then?
I'm gonna have to look at this, guys. I don't remember. Check.
Like they look gold for me, but like I'm also 3 drinks in, so.
I will need to look at my photo. Let's see. What was it?
They're cuties.
Oh yeah, so those are the pins. Those are they're more Genshin stuff. But apparently a lot of more artists are starting to use like this gold type pin. Let me try.
Pretty.
It looks pretty. It really does. Was it this bag? Yeah, it was this bag. To be fair, on those gold pins, I only purchased from one artist. And that kind of what sparked my interest back into Genshin. So let me go to just chat. So yeah, they're gold. It's like one of the characters, Razor. So they use this nice, really gold pin. So I'm it's interesting to see more and more artists doing pins like this, as well as charms and whatnot. Also at the very bottom, if you look at that Genshin picture, one of them made lanyards, and oh my god, the lanyards look cool.
Yeah.
And to the point where I actually did replace one of my lanyards.
Nice.
Key lanyards with one of them. So I think this one is the Raiden Shogun, who does play Genshin. It's one of the Archons. Your element is lightning and the color is purple. It actually looks really good. This one really stood out the most. I love the art for this one. But yeah, I purchased. Well, I'll get to the art part here in a little bit. But yeah, I kept myself I held myself back on Saturday to purchase stuff. Mainly, I just wanted to scout around just to see like who has stuff. Apparently, we did meet up with one other friend who I haven't met in years. Apparently, noticed by my big bolster's voice. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
um, but apparently, this person was also into Genshin and also purchased stuff from one artist to the point where he ended up spending $250 with the artist, from the artist.
Oh my god.
Ended up getting one of every pin. Different person, mind you. But managed to get one of every pin from them. I'm just like, damn. I don't think I would do that. Oh, how I doubted myself. Well, basically, yeah. And then Saturday, we just did that. Go to Artist Island after that. We transferred most of our stuff towards the hotel, which was like a little bit far away, but wasn't so bad. Like, we were not too far from light rail, and by light rail, it took like 10-15 minutes to get down to the convention center, so it was not terrible. But we decided to like do that. Head back to do like a little final hour, and I think that's when I did like just like my initial shopping of like prints and whatnot. Which I think I bought like 3 prints and that's it. Like Saturday's over. We're gonna get dinner, dessert, and just relax in our hotel room. But yeah, like so I was with my friend who has been to anime for like 10 years, and then he managed to convince his coworker to come over to anime. And for him, it was his first time ever going to a convention.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, like, my friend was like really teaching him the ins and outs of convention, like the do's and don'ts, like, you know, try not to spend too much of your money. Spoiler alert, he did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he said he had fun. So like, there's like that's the one good thing. But yeah, so. Like, you know, like the ins and outs. He was a really cool person to meet, actually. He was when he told me how old he was, it's like, oh my god, I am old. I'll just say that.
Oh lordy.
Yeah. I'd say
Meet my students every day.
Primates. Ooh, that's pull. Ouch. Primates. I'd say prime A zoomer.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Like prime zoomer. There we go.
Sure.
Grade A zoomer.
I don't know any of the generational terms anymore, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Age range?
18 to 24.
So uni kid.
Yeah.
Age.
But I don't think he's. I actually don't know if he's going in here or not.
That's not what I meant. I meant
yeah,
uni kid
yeah.
age.
But yeah, the uni kid, the 2000s kids. Actually, I think. Holy shit. Yeah. Holy fuck.
Oh my god. No.
Immediately olded myself there. Olded myself. But yeah, so like like once I knew that, I was like, oh my god, I am old. But yeah, no, so we like had a fun chill time, just like talking, all that stuff, learning about things, learning about him, learning about everything. And it just seemed basically I like what I saw like during that weekend as well with his friend, with his coworker, or his friend actually, was his baby's first con, which is always interesting to see, especially if it's your first time going to a convention. It's like, ooh boy, let's see how crazy it can be for them. But yeah, we did that and just chilled out for the night. It ended up so this is like the most interesting thing to do at an anime convention, like after hours, just like when you're just trying to relax. Why don't we just fucking watch anime?
Yeah.
So me and my friend ended up doing that. We ended up catching up on Spy Family and Shield Hero that week. So like we're just like trying to figure out like what's going on and be sure like on Sunday we'll be ready to like see some art and be like see if we want to grab any. And then it was interesting though because since I didn't know another coworker, one of those coworkers was coming. My room only had okay. Let me backtrack just a wee bit. That Saturday morning, I got a call from the hotel, and they said they wanted to upgrade my room to a suite. So I was just like, okay, sure. There's just gonna be the two of us. This shouldn't be bad. Suite with a king bed and a sofa bed. If anything, like if he's comfortable with the sofa bed, he'll sleep in the sofa bed. Otherwise, I'll sleep in the sofa bed. Sort of thing. Kind of like the situation we had.
Very similar, yeah.
Yep. Which is hilarious. It's like, man, I'm really good at getting upgrades. Holy shit. But yeah, I didn't know he was gonna come in, so I was just like, okay, we could, like, when we initially checked in and everything, I was like, okay, we'll have a third person. So something like tells me, like, okay, he'll sleep in the sofa bed. So I look at my friend, and then he just immediately says, well, it is a king bed. We should be fine. It's like, okay. No, I got no problems with that. Also, thank you, Ko, for the 01 sub for
14 na just resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you for the resub for 14 months. Holy crap. Thank you. Oh, I am speeding. That's fine. But yeah, so like, it was just me, my friend, on this king bed, and we're just like thinking, it's like, all right, what do you want to do? I was like, well, yeah, this is a king bed. We could sleep on this. We should be fine. We're friends. We don't have to worry about it. So we did. To note, this was our first time sleeping in the same bed together.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, nothing stupid happened, I promise. Aside from just the times of just waking up and realizing, oh, you're awake. Hi. And then we're just both on our phones just talking about stupid shit. Yeah, we ended up like spending the rest of Saturday night just catching up on this season's anime. So mainly Spy Family and Shield Hero for that week.
I want to watch Spy Family.
It's really good. Maybe I should show you the first episode, see if you like it. It's comedic, actually.
That sounds really nice.
Like, I didn't expect it to be a comedy. It's a comedy. Then Sunday rolled around, and I knew for the fact that Sunday, all three of us thought we're gonna spend all our time at Artist Alley, because we kind of went around Dealer's Hall. We kind of had an idea of what we wanted, but like it's either we got it or we didn't want it, right? Artist Alley, on the other hand, it's like it's either you get it or it might be a while for you to get it because it's art.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get it. Technically you get it online, but there's just something getting art at a convention just feels so much different. So yeah, basically we got to the convention around like 11, just like after the first hour of opening, and then Q spending 5 hours at the Artist Alley, going through every single aisle, through almost every single artist.
Damn.
5 hours straight. We never I'll say this now, we never left Artist Alley for 5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So by the time we got out, we were very hungry.
No kidding.
And also very broke. Also, hi, Kyo. I think I didn't see it. I think I might have just forgot it.
And sorry, what was that last phrase you said? Very what again?
Very... Fuck, what did I say?
I don't know. You said you spent 5 hours there, you came up very hungry, and then you also said, and we were also very blank.
Oh, very broke.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I was kind of smart. Like the first few aisles, I was like, I'm thinking about it, you know. Like I want to be smart of it. Like I don't want to be like, first thing I see, I purchase it, right? I wanted to give it another, you know, I want to give like this now a proper second chance of going through the thing. However, I think for the most part, I didn't give a good first chance. So like many of the things that I ended up buying became like the first thing I was like, ooh, I like this, I'm buying it, sort of thing. But I did held for like quite a bit in the first few aisles that we walked through. The thing is, it's like it's also hard that other people, obviously other friends, wants to get stuff too. So like we stopped there for a little while and figure out if like, oh, did you want art from here? You're gonna look at the art. Ooh, let's look at the art. Okay. Spend like 10 minutes. Go to the next one. Does the same thing over and over and over again. Um,
You
yeah, like we're basically on our feet for like those 5 hours, just walking in every single aisle from aisle 100 to aisle 1800. Um, but yeah, like so did that and just started like really. I've been really thinking in my head. It's like, okay, what do I really want here at Artist Alley? What kind of art do I want? Again, like my first thought is like I really do want Genshin because since I played Genshin quite a bit in 2020, late 2020, early and majority of 2021, I want to at least get something out of this because even though I stopped playing Genshin, I did admire all the art, the scenery, and everything. Like I wanted to get like some of like the artist's art of Genshin. So like I did manage to like pick up a couple of prints, more than a couple of prints,
just a little.
just a little, quite a bit of prints. Quite a bit of prints of Genshin stuff, various Genshin characters, whether it's single, whether it's in a group, or anything like that. Quite a bit of it. And then we ended up like stopping at this one stall, like in the middle. I think it's like around the middle already. So we're like about 2.5 hours in after walking around. And I managed to find this stall, where I showed one of the pins. On stream, I saw these pins. I was like, "Ooh, I like this art." It took me a bit because there's like so much good Genshin art. I was like, I know for the fact like prints is gonna be easy, like in terms of like which character, but it like pins and charms, it's like tricky because you just want to buy all of them. And if you buy all of them, you're gonna be very broke if you try to buy all of them from all the artists. So like I was being very picky about it, but it was really hard to be very picky about it because they're all good. But I did stumble upon this artist where I was just like looking at their stuff. It's like, oh, this looks really good. And at the same time, my friend was on a call with one of my friends who lives in the East Coast, or who was begging to get some like stuff from a con because it's been a long while for her that she's been to a con, so like she's been wanting to get some things at a convention, such as like art and like whatnot. Luckily for her, she requested Genshin stuff, so that was easy for me to look for. But yeah, no, I managed to find this one artist, and like I found stuff for her, and then after that I found stuff for myself, and then we kind of kept going to the point where like I think me and my friends spent 15-20 minutes just with this artist, just like picking, and then at the same time we were just having like a grand old conversation just about like Genshin and whatnot. Like I kind of like talked to the artist of like, yeah, like she was like very ecstatic about like Genshin and all the new updates and whatnot, and I just immediately told her, like, all I'm gonna say is I haven't played the game in like 6 months. So we're like just trying to like go over like some of the things. It's like, oh yeah, no, I've seen that. No, I haven't seen that. Just having a blast, having just a conversation with the artist about anything. Really, it was really nice. And then to that point where like I kind of just kept going. I was like, oh my god, I want this. Oh my god, I want that. Didn't help that my friend convinced me hard enough to get it. I was like, rather than saying no, it was like, you want it. I was like, shit, you're right. You want this too, right? Oh, shit, you're right. You want this? Shut up. It basically happened like that. So I ended up spending like over $150 with that artist. Well, because her art was amazing. I love all the art that she had with that. So to the one I had a really nice conversation with over there in Artist Alley in Fandom last week. You have some good art. Hopefully we'll see you in other conventions. Maybe I'll purchase more art once I have more money. We'll see.
Wow, you don't even know her name.
No.
Jesus.
I've already like separated everything, even though I still have the cards in the bank. It's like I don't remember where I put the cards.
Oh my gosh.
I lost the artist cards, which is why it's like I want to post all the stuff I've gotten at Artist Alley on Twitter, but I don't remember who's who now.
Oh.
And so like I don't want to be the person like who doesn't properly acknowledges the artist with their art, So I refrained from posting my haul. That's why I only gave it to you, Dragon.
Sorry, what?
Refrain from posting the pictures of what I got at Fanime, or especially at Artist Alley, because I wasn't so sure who to tag properly in the pictures. So I kind of held off on posting it publicly. But let's just say I did good card pick, as she's seen.
Yes.
But yeah, well, I think we spent quite a lot of time and quite a bit of money with that artist, but hopefully we'll see her around. Like hopefully I see her maybe like Cultural Expo if I decide to go this year. Maybe purchase some more art or pins or whatnot. We'll see. And yeah, like just walking around, going aisle to aisle, and then after that I started picking up more prints. So because like either I want some prints, like a whole set of prints, or my friend wanted some prints, and I saw one thing that's like, oh, I want that too. And it became to the point where I ended up picking up like I think by the end of that 5 hour trip or 5 hour walk around, I ended up with like 18 prints. And I'm like looking at my wall and I'm just like, I could fit 18 prints, but holy shit, my wall is gonna be filled. But yeah, but there was like so many other prints I want to get, but at the same time I realized to the $300 in cash that I brought for Artist Alley, it wasn't enough, so I had to break out the card, which is great because I believe this was the first convention I've ever experienced that almost every artist, if not every artist, accepted card payment. Because I remember like pre-COVID, I think I remember this specifically like in Anime Expo as well as Control Expo. Some of them only accepted cash because card payment services, like online card payment services, were pretty expensive for an artist to obtain. So like some of them won't really commit to that, rather just do cash only. However, this year, almost every single artist had an option to pay with card. It is a little bit extra, but that only makes sense just to cover the fees and everything like that. But it makes it easy. You don't have to carry cash, which is also a bad thing because you're not carrying cash. You kind of don't have a budget if you think about it. So that kind of came out to be. I came out after 5 hours of walking around, finding all the arts, and I've explained like mainly what I've like explained in terms of the anime is the art I got. Actually, it was Genshin, Spy Family, and Demon Slayer with one Shield hero, if I remember correctly. And then like one VTuber one because
I didn't recognize the Shield Hero one. Honestly, it all looked like Engine to me though.
I try my best to separate, like to group them together, and then I failed to group them together. Oopsies.
Yeah, honestly, it all just looks like Engine to me. Trying to figure out the one Shield Hero.
Let me see. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got stacked.
Oh, I see. It's kind of like
Yeah.
not fully revealed. Like I can barely make out Raftalia and whatever his name is.
Now for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can like I did not notice that. Whatever.
I try my best to stack it as properly as I can on my double bed, but yeah, that's quite a bit of art. Like just sprawled around the bed.
You should have knew you're taking the photo from me though, because then I would have recognized that if it was on top of the others.
That's true.
It's like this boy no know me.
But yeah, so like, I guess I could try my best to show it here real quickly.
On the stream?
Yeah, but that's
okay.
That's my whole Genshin haul. I'm gonna just do it through my phone. Oh my god, that is not focused. I'm very good at this. Don't worry about it. Ugh.
That's okay. Hi, sweetie.
Autofocus. So that's all, like a whole Genshin haul. Which I also got a couple of more Genshin stuff on Monday because yeah. But these were like most of the posters that I got. See how well I can do this. There we go. I think that's like the best way. Don't mind my blog at the top right of that picture. But yeah,
You're what?
the shark.
Oh,
Thank
Sharky
you,
boy.
shark. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys can see it, it's like kind of buried underneath 2 or 3 photos. Like I could just make
It
out Ralph
is.
Thalia, basically, and a bit of
It is. Which is
Nephome.
like
And I'm like,
no.
what?
So the fun thing is, I think what I'm gonna do. I haven't hung it up yet. I was like, as you can tell, I'm planning to hang them up. I think my background is gonna be Genshin stuff.
Lame. But
I'll put
yeah.
all my Genshin stuff in the background. I'm gonna try my best to like arrange it in terms of like series and whatnot. I'll see what I can fit back here and replace them. So yeah, that was like Sunday. Goodbye cash and goodbye a little bit more money. I didn't spend as much as as my friend's coworker did. He spent quite a lot of it. But I did make a pretty hard dent on my purchases in Artist Alley. But hey, I'm supporting artists, right? So
Neat. I'm gonna be right back while I go get some water.
okay, no worries.
I feel the alcohol.
For the alcohols, you want to go? Yeah, we want to get some regular liquids and regular liquids.
Regular smooth liquid instead of the nice make me happy liquid. Yep,
Happy.
there you are where I'm at right now.
Wee. All right.
What? Beer me. Yeah, regresso.
No comment. So yeah, no, that was Sunday, which, oh my god, yeah, I spent quite a bit at Artist Alley. But again, we're supporting the artists, especially for those who are like made their way to their. I believe for most of them, it probably were their first convention in quite a while. If not, I think maybe their second or third, because some conventions did occur during the late winter, early spring of 2022. But like I think for the rest of them, that's probably their first convention back. So it was great to support them and all that stuff. Yeah, we spent the 5 hours there, and then basically we were tired, we were broke, and that's not the way to stop. Nailed it. But yeah, like so we spent like those next the whole 5 hours. Basically between 11 and 4:30, I believe. We did that. We were like all mentally and physically tired. I'll tell you that it was. I didn't expect it to get that tired. Oh boy, I was very tired. After walking around for so long, walking and standing, I got to the point where I got really sleepy. So we kind of took it easy the rest of the day. We started heading back to our hotel room. Trying to unravel all the shit that we've bought and whatnot, which was a lot. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot of stuff. And then, yeah, from there, unfortunately, one of our the coworker had to leave early. He had to unfortunately, he could not stay another night with us, even though I booked for 2 nights. Because he had to head to work the next day, which is unfortunate. It would be cool to have him look a little bit longer, but it's okay. So then it just became me and my friend who stayed out Sunday night, just relaxing, telling, we actually, before he even left, we ended up just my friend ended up talking about fanime and all that stuff. About his past few times at FanMe and past few times at the convention in general, really. And I kind of put my part in it because technically it's technically not my first rodeo at a convention. First rodeo at FanMe, but definitely not my first rodeo at a convention. And so I explained my part, and it was just really interesting to hear the changes in terms of how conventions came about, culture, art, and everything like that. So it was just really interesting to just hear talk about that while we were just relaxing in our hotel room. Hi.
Hi.
Get yourself some agua.
Mm-hmm.
Agua acquired. Trying to just going over like the rest of Sunday night. Just relaxing in the hotel room, hearing stories from my friend about his past few times at Fanime and other conventions, and kind of putting my 2 cents in it too, and just pretty much telling the first person the person who's it was his first con, of like,
Hmm.
yeah, he warned him. And like I kind of also joined in the warning of like, you may want to be careful how much you spend, because it's not much of like you're gonna go over budget. You will, but like there's a lot of other good shit aside from what you bought so far that you may regret not getting. But like, like, it was just fun to just like talk about that. And then yeah, he had to leave early, because he had to get to work tomorrow. He couldn't get another day off to spend the rest of that Monday. So then it was just me and my friend, just relaxing now. Already had our dinner, trying to like just take it easy for the rest of the night. So with that, because for one reason or another, we technically did not finish season 2 of Demon Slayer. So on our next night of just relaxing in bed, we ended up finishing Demon Slayer,
Hmm.
which was like, oh, that was my exit, isn't it? Ooh, I flew. Which was like really interesting because yeah, like I think we kind of stopped watching Demon Slayer for that season of Demon Slayer at the time when like the fight was getting more and more intense. I would say for those who haven't watched Demon Slayer, if you really like want to see fight scenes that last for multiple episodes, but at the same time appreciate visuals, watch Demon Slayer. Um, so like we were like at the middle of like a really big fight scene, and that's where we stopped. So like basically the rest of the season that we haven't watched was the rest of the fight scene. Um, which was like the story was intense. I would tell you, like, if for those who haven't watched Demon Slayer, this season's story, or for who haven't watched season 2 of Demon Slayer, this season's story was pretty intense. But it was pretty fun to watch, pretty cool to look at actually. Really explains a lot about the characters and what they're going through, and all that stuff is really good actually. But yeah, we managed to finish it. I think we had like 6 episodes queued up still, or 5.5. I don't remember specifically. But yeah, we caught up with that. It took us like a couple hours to get through it, but we did it. And then from there, basically by the time we finished watching season 2 of Demon Slayer, it was like already midnight, and we kind of want to wake up early to not only check out early, but at the same time get to the convention hall and just like spend the final few hours walking around on Monday. So we did that. Then woke up in the morning. Got our nice free breakfast at the hotel, which I forgot to say we had free breakfast at the hotel. We got a hotel that gave free breakfast, so we saved money on that. And then yeah, checked out. I think by like a little bit before 9, and then headed down towards the convention center right before it opened at 10. And then we just basically spent like the last couple hours. Mainly the last 2 hours was Artist Alley one last shot to see what I got, to see what I can get, which ended up being more Genshin stuff. And like last shot at Dealer's Hall and just see whoever else is there and whatnot. But yeah, no, like after finishing with that and like getting lunch, I just talked with my friend for like a little bit longer before he dropped me off at the train station, and we parted our ways and headed home. So that was a really like just experiencing conventions all over again was just a blast. And I can't wait to do more. We're still trying to figure out if we want to go to Crunchyroll Expo. Most definitely we're not going to Anime Expo, because at this point, like, the cost of getting there is quite up there.
When is Crunchyroll Expo?
When?
Yeah, when? Quando?
August 8th, I believe. Like the first weekend of August, I
Oh, no. I was gonna invite you up here to Animeathon in Edmonton.
think. Ooh, when is that?
August 5th to 7th. It's Canada's longest running Animeathon.
Really?
Yeah, it's been going on since 1994.
Damn. It's a long ass. Sheesh.
I was just applying to actually work there.
Really?
Yeah, because they got really cool positions opening up right now, like for PR staff and merchandise staff.
Ooh.
Sorry, for merchandise staff and social media staff.
Ooh, interesting.
And I was gonna be like, Daryl, I get to go for free because I'll be working, but
Yeah,
Daryl.
you'll be working. It's a free badge for you.
And it's not too close from where I live.
Ooh, where is it?
It's this is revealing a lot about my city, but it's on. So you know how I'm on 99 Ave and 110th Street.
Yes.
It's on 97th Street in Jasper Ave.
Dang.
Yeah, it's at the
That's not
Edmonton
far.
Convention Center, which used to be
Oh.
the Shaw Conference Center.
I'm trying to remember if we passed it.
It's just a couple train stops away. We certainly did pass it.
We did.
Yes, it was that one area on Jasper Ave, like as we're just getting onto it, where it had like those nice little poles on it, and then it kind of goes down towards the river.
Oh.
It's that building, like if we look up from like the Mutart, it's that building that looks like a stairway. Like the glass building that looks like a stairway going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, now I remember. Yeah, now I remember.
I love that building so much because I used to have. This is going to show how much of a kid I was. I had bowling provincials awards done there when I was a
Yes, you
kid
told
when I
me
went to
this.
there for bowling
I
provincials.
remember
I got
this now.
5th in the whole province back in 2000.
Now I recall the place. I remember where it is now. Oh man. Ooh.
Anime fun.
What is it? Friday to Sunday, right?
Let me look at the calendar. Please
I'll
hold
look
while I
into
look
that.
at your yeah, Friday to Saturday.
I'll look into it real quick. Hold on.
Friday to Saturday. I can send you a link.
Please.
Okay, I go to the homepage. Google copy. I'll do it in the Skype because obviously I don't think these nerds want to see it in their Twitch chat. Unless y'all want to come up to my part of the world for Canada's longest running animathon. There you go. This one's Skype.
That was bright.
It is bright. But look at the cute little one.
Yo. Oh, it's cute.
Yokoso. Yokoso.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys had some good guests. Holy shit.
Right?
I'm just looking at this now. Dang.
Like I said, it's Canada's biggest anime. Well, not biggest. It's the longest running animathon, but you know, it big.
It's
This is like, this used to happen on the same weekend. Used to run on the same weekend as bowling camp, and I remember being at McEwen University sharing the residency building with these people
Oh my god.
back when I was younger, and I just remember going like, why? Like waking up at like 7 a.m., going downstairs, having breakfast, and looking across the hall and seeing all these people dressed up as like my favorite characters from anime, and I'm like, are we literally having breakfast right now with like 5 Ash Ketchums? What is happening?
Aww.
Yeah.
That is so cute.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's a hotel that's not too far from it that we could do like a Kinder Double Queen for $149 per night. That's not bad for a downtown fucking hotel. And it's at the Marriott. Isn't that like one that you like?
Yes.
Because like points and such?
Yeah.
Hey! See, even like another reason to come. You can get points for your hotel up here in Canada. It's gonna be half a block away from the convention center. And it's anime stuffs. And it's the longest running one. And I mean, I guess the last reason is me.
Okay.
I guess. But yes.
Oh, man. I've always wanted to go to another convention. Okay, hold on. I'm curious. I'm gonna look at
Yes. Hours for what?
Sounds like when you're like, we're like, I'm trying to figure out if I can make it on Friday or not. Because at the same time, I was like, I don't know if I want to take 2 days off.
Yes, you do. I said so. I want to look at I'm really sleepy about our history. Anime-a-thon started back in 1994 by the Banzai Anime Club of Alberta. Baka! The Baka Club!
The Baka Club.
Literally, guys, it's B-A-K-A. Baka Club. With the intent of promoting Japanese anime, it became a success by presenting well-known and more obscure anime to audiences and has since grown to what it is now. Today, Anime-a-thon is presented by the non-for-profit Alberta Society for Asian Popular Arts. Yes, it used to be a one-day event that happened at Grand McEwen! Huh. Sorry.
I saw that. Like, I saw their like that history. It's like, oh, it's in McEwen. So it used to be like a uni-ish thing before it really got.
No, McEwen just hosted it during the summer break.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I recognize. Yeah, I definitely remember the.
Wow. God, the audience is so like. Wow, back in 2006, guys, there's only 3,450 people there. Q to 2019, 13 years later, 10,000 people.
That's pretty big. No, that's pretty big.
It's pretty fucking big. Guys, think about Canada. We have a tiny 88 population. And so 10,000 people came and saw it. Kyle Hebert came here? Kyle Hebert came here? Fucking what? Sorry, that's one name I recognize.
Oh wow, so it went. God, I hosted in McEwen until 2018.
We'll see. Then yeah, oh my god, yeah, Shaw Conference Center, and then it changed it the year after Denton Convention Center. That's so funny. I was trying to like find hours for you, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I know, I want to try to see.
It might be a little too early for events and such to be released. They have AMV programming, but I don't know what that means.
Anime music video, which they were supposed to so like the one thing like with Fanime, like unfortunately, Fanime is like one of the rare conventions that actually runs 24 hours. Like,
oh wow!
This convention had a late night vibe.
I
culture.
love it so much.
But
Links to streaming sites such as YouTube will not be accepted in the contest. That's so funny.
But yeah, Fanime used to be a 24-hour convention, but because I guess COVID, still want to be safe with COVID, they closed down a lot of the stuff around like midnight or 2 a.m.
Hey Daryl, the event pass isn't too bad.
It isn't.
Like pre-reg early is 55 plus fees. That's it. For like all 3 days. All 3 days and all events. Guys. Oh, you get a cute little swing break. Look at your little. It's an Anime-a-thon and Crunchyroll drawstring break. You know we made it big up here when we fucking partnered with Crunchyroll. This year. We're with Crunchyroll this year. Daryl. Look, it has the little Hime, like the little princess. Orange hair lady, Hime, and a little Fukukubo with the wagon boy. Wow, that's so funny. The X Pass is already sold out. Damn.
The exclusive passes.
Yeah, admission to all events each day of the event, front of the line pre-registration, early access to vendors and artists alley each day of the yo.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up at 5 a.m. and go down. Just kidding.
Yep.
Front of the line access to all the events and main. That's so good. It's not that expensive. I thought it was gonna be a lot more, to be honest.
No, that's pretty cheap actually.
I can't believe we're stopping the stream right now to look at this. It's fine.
This is fun.
I'll talk about this more later, maybe.
I'll see. It's kind of up there in terms of pricing to fly. We'll see.
So you know how Yu-Gi-Oh wins, like, motorbikes, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. I retweeted like someone made the legendary Pokemon in the new Pokemon Violet and Scarlet games with the professors riding them, as motorcycles, and I'm like, oh no, they got hotter now.
They're learning. Pokemon team's learning.
Pokemon knows how to appeal to my very queer heart.
It's like we're gonna make this not too much of a children's game while being a children's game. It's the best way to explain. Oh shit.
Anyway, hi guys. If you want to come up to Edmonton, Alberta, August 5th and 7th, there's Anime-a-thon. As you heard, I'm very hyped about it because, oh my god, I don't know if... I'm so hyped.
You should go.
I should go?
Yes. Ooh,
Would anyone want to come with me?
I want to try. I'm just good to see. I have to like really look into it.
I know. Crunchyroll Expo is more important though.
Actually, no.
For all you
know,
American
the
peoples.
You know what the weird thing is? Crunchyroll Expo is like really expensive, and I don't know why. But I'm like glad, like seeing like that's a really good price for 3 days. Like 3 days general admission. That's really good for Anime-a-thon. Like, so for like context, 3 days for Fanime, which is it's a well, I think most conventions are non-profit. Well, some conventions are non-profit. Fanime is actually one of them. Like, it's a community-run convention. It was $95 for the 3 days. No, 4 days technically.
Okay.
Because it was Friday to Monday, with a day.
Oh, in Canadian dollar though. Oof.
I know, 55 Canadian dollars.
And the hotel room is not that bad too. For like a double. Like back on that form, where is it? Hotels.
Yeah.
Because we can get like a double queen. A double queen for $149 per night.
Dude, that's not too bad.
That isn't. And you has me who would split the couch.
Yeah, that's gonna be like really cool. I'll see. I have to see. I have to think about it because like the cost of getting there just a little bit more than I think it would be, but I'm gonna see. I'll think about it. I'll definitely look into it.
Can't you?
Because like, I've always wanted to go to an out of state or an out of country convention. So I mean, if people say it's not gonna be different, oh well. But at the same time, it's like, hey, is it a different place, different culture, like different vibe?
Different nerdy vibe. I lost my voice there for a moment. I was like, I will.
But yeah, no. So I enjoyed Fanime. I enjoyed going to a convention, and I can't wait to go more.
Did you see anything super cool and exciting on your Monday day?
Aside from just last minute shopping and everything, it was a pretty much chill time. I'm trying to think if there was anything. If we did see anything cool.
Did you go to any like panels or see any like famous peoples?
No, unfortunately. Like so, like this for Fanime this time, like every like the sign. Like actually, there was not much panels. Now I think about it. No, there
Oh,
was,
okay.
but there were like fan made panels, which, um, or like community made panels. I didn't see much like big artists per se. I think mainly like others were like went to like other conventions that happened over the weekend.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but like I know they did have panels, they did have like little things, but for like those for like doing autographs or anything like that, like they had a system where it's like you register online day of, so you don't have to like wait or anything like that. You just get into a lottery system and then you wait, basically. So it's like
Mm,
you're not gonna be waiting too long or anything like that. Usually, unless if it's something that I or my friend and I would want to watch, we didn't really bother per se. Like mainly we were there to like walk around, see some cosplays, and then buy stuff, basically.
fair enough.
Yeah. Trying to think of like other things. I know like there were like many other like people in the crowd like watching the panels and whatnot, but like we were like thinking of like nah, we're just like kind of just want to go around in general.
Mm, fair enough. I didn't
Yeah.
really know what kind of convention it was, if there was like cool panels or not.
I think I knew there were a few like, but like in terms of like, because I knew for the fact this wasn't like Cultural Expo or Anime Expo where like they would have like even big stars having their own panel sort of thing. At least for this year, I believe. I know Fanime does have like some big stars come around, but I think this time, because I guess other conventions were going on that same weekend, like they weren't able to come over or whatnot. So, um, but still had fun nonetheless. Even like just like walking around, looking at, just like you know, being with the crowd, watching everyone walk around, being all happy and everything. I guess it was just really nice to just get into that vibe again of going to a convention.
Hmm.
It's nice. It's really nice. But yeah, no, that was really it was amazing, and I can't wait to go to another one again.
Hmm.
We'll see which one will be the next
Dun dun dun.
one. And yeah, from there, I had a quite a productive week in terms of work. I had to finalize and present my presentation at work for just basically what we're doing over the summer, as like we're just doing our tickets and getting back to the office, is to perform weekly trainings of like a topic that we could talk about. And with the business software, you could talk about anything actually. At least our business software, you could talk about anything and anything. So I ended up talking about like connecting devices to the database and like all that stuff. It's actually a process, surprisingly enough.
Hmm.
Yeah, I ended up doing like a talk for that. Um, like thinking in my head, it's like, oh my god, it's been a while since I've done a talk, but we'll try my best to do it. Internally, I know for the fact that I didn't do that well, but everyone was like, oh my god, that was actually a really good presentation. It's like, really? I didn't feel like it. I could have done this better. Um, but yeah, like it's just like a more like an informal training. It's nothing of like you're gonna um, like it's gonna be used, not really used, like something to reference really, and just something to learn. But yeah, and did that Tuesday and Wednesday. Like, well, I finished preparing it on Tuesday, and then presenting it on Wednesday. Doing all the tickets, helping out some people with other stuff, and then one of my colleagues actually messaged me and said, "Hey, you remember that training you did on Wednesday? Can we use that training for that the presentation for training for the new trainees?" It's like, yes, but no, because I know for the fact I could do it better, so I'm gonna make you a better one. And that's what I did today. I decided to make it a little bit better. Try to make my sound a little bit more professional and try to not sound like I'm like talking about nothing. Because I would say during my presentation, like I try to speak out my thought and then I go ahead of my thought. Granted, I do that every time anyway, so it's be a given. But at least if I try to do it again and I fuck it up, I can edit it. So that's what I did. So I just like redid the presentation today and had it recorded for them. He said he's gonna review it after the weekend to see if it's all good. So hopefully it is, because that was like it took me like from recording to editing about an hour and 30 minutes for a 23-minute video, I believe.
Oh.
I did fuck up during my my recording though. I realized that when I was trying to set up, so like the one thing I wanted to do in my presentation was do a live demo. Unfortunately, that didn't work. So I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna scrap the live demo. We're just gonna talk slides. But then this time around, I was like, okay, in the recording, I'm gonna actually do the live demo. I fucked up because I realized I accidentally set up the thing beforehand for whatever reason. So I'm just like, okay, I have to unset this up. So like I stopped my recording, spent like an extra 15-20 minutes to unset it up, and then record it again. I was like, all right, let's go through the setup, guys. But yeah, I did that. Like I did like quite like a lot of outside stuff outside from doing my tickets. So I was like, oh my god, I was pretty much busy, and then like some of my coworkers wanted to like switch schedules around. So like that actually became beneficial for me because it's like I had time on Friday to do that, or today to do the recording, because technically on my Friday mornings I do phones, but I switched out with one of my coworkers and another coworker switched out for like another duty. So it's like it made my work week all scrambled, but at the same time it was very productive. Yeah, so that's been basically my week. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing this weekend per se. I don't know if I want to chillax and then just go around the city, just having my me time, because I do still have a decent backlog of videos to work with, or if I want to head down again and keep on recording. We'll see. I haven't really thought of it yet. I'm trying to see what I want to do, or maybe spend time around my place. Well, I should do this. Spend around time in my place and clean up my whole place in general. It's kind of like a chaotic mess right now, or chaotically organized.
Same.
So I need to see if I want to spend my time on that. But yeah, that's been my week. That's been everything, like in terms of conventions, in terms of my whole week. And basically, it's crazy to say that's already June. So what the fuck are we gonna be doing on the last month of the first half of the year? Holy shit, it's already almost halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Well, yeah. That was a really big update from me.
It really was. Yeah, just one moment. I'm writing a sentence, and I don't know why I'm applying for this job right now in the state that I am, but I'm currently being very comprehensible, so I'm gonna run with it.
Being comprehensible while probably being waiting on the tipsy, but yeah.
Yep. I just need to take care of it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like, conventions, I want to go to more, and it's so tempting to go to yours. I'll see what
It would be so great. Han wants me to drink more.
Oh no!
Yes! Okay. I got distracted by Twitter. But me, hi, yes. I'll have to update my resume. I haven't updated that in a while. Later job. But me, whole doggy.
You've been through quite a fun time with kiddos this week.
I, the kiddos, the department head, the weight of expectation on my shoulders. Yes. So basically, context here a little bit. I was told that I needed to start preparing for finals about a little while ago, like a week or so ago. And so it's like, okay, all right, well, what are the expectations for the finals? So I figured it out kind of based on talking to a couple of colleagues and also talking to my old Spanish teacher, Mr. Sperling, or Senora Sperling, and kind of figure out a nice game plan for the next couple of weeks over the weekend. And I had all of it prepared. Like, I literally worked so hard over the weekend to have, like, their final oral exam developed, created, rubric, whole 9 yards. I was going to spend this week making the review packages. Then on Monday morning, after I had just told my Block 1 class the plan for the next 3 weeks, my department head came in, bless her soul, but why? And basically said, yeah, that sounds great, but we've actually decided as across the languages in the city to do a replacement final exam for the 10s and 20s this year, not a separate final exam, and it looks like you're short on major assessments and minor assessments. So by the end of the year, you need to do a minor assessment and major assessment and do the replacement final exam and oral exam if you can in 3 weeks. So 14 days. And I was like, what? So she sat me down and like showed me everything that I needed to look at, and then left. And I was like, what? And even the students that were near the desk were like, you okay? And I was like, no. Ignore the calendar that's currently on the whiteboard right now. I have to redo it and replan it. Because, yeah, I was literally going to be doing 2 different finals with them. With most of the students, and then they're all going to do at least one major project, or well, 2 classes we're going to do two classes we're going to do major projects, 1 class is going to do a minor assessment, and like I was going to be able to fit all of that in 14 days, like easy peasy. Right. And then I was like, fuck, no, I need to make the other classes do a major assignment, and then I have to make that class also do a minor assignment, and the classes that are doing major assessments, I need to make them do a minor assessment as well. And then we're doing a replacement final. What the fuck does that even mean? So then I had to like really look at, like, redo everything from scratch and replan it all over again this week. Man. So I ended up having my kids do quizzes this week for quick minor assessment. Just to check the understanding of the novel, and my other kiddos to check their understanding of using pretérito in past tense for Spanish. Spoiler alert, my Spanish tense did awful, like I fucking knew they would. Because they somehow still don't believe me that I'm their teacher till the end of the year. Somehow. They don't believe that I'm an actual teacher. It's just a joy. And then the other 2 classes did really great on their quizzes, so that's been taken care of. So minor assessment, boom, done for all 4 classes. And then now I just introduced the final project for 3 of my classes. The other class has been doing the project for a couple days now, so it'll be due on the 6th at the end of the day. But, yeah, they're all doing projects right now, this major assessment, and they're actually kind of cool projects. I kind of want to do a little humble brag, because I've been, well, clearly working from scratch all over again all week, every single day this week. But the projects I created were really neat. So the one class that read Noches Misteriosas in Granada, they're going to be doing a movie trailer for the book. So they're going to try to create a movie trailer. They can use images online to capture the 4 most important scenes, piece it all together, do some voiceovers about, like, Kevin Fowler was just a boy born in Michigan. And do that kind of, like, very, like, movie theater thing. Like, it was the summer of 1994.
Oh my
Of course,
God.
all in Spanish, right?
Right.
So they're doing that, and then I also gave them the option to act it out if they wish, like if they want to work in a group of
Ooh.
two or in other
Yeah, like a
groups.
little video or such.
Yeah, do an actual proper like acting out video. So they were super hyped for it. Like they loved it.
Oh, that's good.
So that felt
Oh,
really nice, and I explained it to them and the requirements and the rubric and all that kind of stuff.
give them the creative
Um,
freedom to do what they want to do. And like,
yeah, I'm with requirements, of course.
yes,
So they need to use
yes.
4 imperfecto tenses and 4 imperfecto tenses, and they need to try to keep the movie trailer all in past tense.
Ooh,
Except for like, the question they ask at the end, it's just like, when you want to know more, like that kind of thing. But
right.
most of it should be in past tense. And then the Spanish 10s that I'm teaching right now are doing a travel project where they need to put together either a poster board or a brochure, a PowerPoint, or, some sort of creative thing that puts
Mm-hmm.
together a trip they have taken in a Spanish speaking country. So yeah, it's very creative. So they get to research, Spanish speaking countries. So, like Peru, Colombia, Mexico, El Salvador, all these kind of
Mm-hmm.
places, and kind of make a travel itinerary and tell me what did they do on their trip, or well, I guess the first step is like, what was the process at the airport, because we went through that vocab.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is the process that you had to go through at the airport? What was the hotel like? How many beds did you need? How many people went with you? What are your dates of travel? Then they had to list the activities and things they've done and seen every single day of their trip. And then at the end, it's sort of explaining like, would you recommend this experience to someone else?
Ooh, so like a
So,
Yelp review in a way, if you think about it.
a little bit, yeah. Just in much more detail.
Right.
So very fun, very creative little projects. I like it a lot. I did it as a Spanish student as well, so yeah, I loved it. I think I did my trip to I did my trip to Chile. So
Ooh.
yeah, so it'll be fun to see how they put that together. And then the other class is doing a project on La Llorona de Mazatlan, which they want to be done with that novel so badly. They hated the ending of that book.
I mean, when
Absolutely
you
hated
when,
it.
when you explained the ending to us, to us in the stream, it was just like, what the fuck happened here?
Well, let me explain their rage because they kind of took it a little further. Besides the fact of like, okay, well, so Lainey wakes up from the nightmare and then goes tell Desi, be like, hey, have you ever heard about the legend of La Llorona? Does that mean did Lainey learn nothing in this book? She like learn nothing? Is she just gonna treat her friends like shit again?
Oh my god! Not gonna lie, I love your kids.
Yeah, so they were like so angry at her, and it's so funny because now they're doing this Pachacucha
Uh-huh.
presentation. You know what Pachacucha is, right?
What was it again?
It's 2020,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a.
you explained it. Yeah.
I'll explain for the stream, but
Yeah.
it's a presentation where you have 20 slides of just image, like it's only a picture on it. You have 20 seconds to talk about each slide. So you choose an image, and you have to talk about that image and how that relates to something. So for these students, I'm not doing 20, I'm doing 14 because there's 14 chapters in the book. So 14 slides, 20 seconds each, about 20 to 40 words for each slide, depending on their speaking speed. And they have a few options on how they can do this. They can do it through a picture per chapter. So pick a key event in the chapter and find a picture to represent it. Then they can talk about like, why did they choose that picture, or why is that event important to the overall novel or the characters, etc. So that's one option. The other option is to focus solely on Lainey and kind of going through each chapter and finding an image that represents her actions and consequences.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it could literally be 7. So it could be action, consequence, action, consequence, action, consequence in the
Right.
novel, or it could just be all like from each chapter her decisions leading up to the end and kind of how they feel about it. And then the third option is to do a comparison of the La Llorona legend. So the first 7 slides would be about the Tia Abuela Marta's version in the novel and kind of put those images together to show her version. And then the last 7 images will be of the actual version or one of the versions of the stories, really, like in
Like it's like
Mexico.
told in Mexico.
Yeah. So yeah, they have those three options, and a lot of them are doing the chapter one, which is fair enough. But I know a couple students are doing Laney, and one student I know for sure is doing the La Llorona myth. So
Ooh.
yeah, very cool project there. So those are the three projects that are coming in this week. One is doing the 6th, one is doing the 7th, one is doing on the 8th, and it's just gonna kill me. Uh, so yeah, there's all that. So like this week I threw the minor assessment at them. Some of them are a little angry that they only had a couple days to prepare, but at the same time, a lot of them heard the conversation that I had in front of my department head and gave me a little lenience, which I appreciated.
It's just like I'm a bit pissed that we didn't have enough time, but at the same time, I feel bad.
A little
Trying
bit,
to think of
yeah.
this.
Yeah, so then all of that's been like literally I developed all those projects basically myself. I got the idea of the Pechacucha from the Teacher Resources CD for the book. And it's technically not supposed to be a whole final project. I was only supposed to be on a couple chapters, but I was like, I'm gonna make it their final project. I don't give a crap. I need a major assessment. I'm gonna make the major assessment.
It's like if it's a whole book,
Oh,
why not just do the whole thing like that? Yeah.
yeah, right. And then the movie trailer one was like I was googling like end of novel projects, and I saw this really cool, very in-depth movie trailer project. And I was like, you know what? I could probably take this and readapt it, translate it into Spanish, and make it work for my students. So I started to adapt it. Then I was like, you know what? I don't actually like what this teacher has done with this project, so I'm going to redo it. So I redid the whole thing from scratch. I made it work for my students. I kept the resource and things that she included on the
Right.
like project because I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna need software and like
Mm-hmm.
copyright free stuff. So like I kept a lot of that information on there, but I created the rest of it from scratch. Created all the rubrics from scratch, which God fucking Google Docs. I don't know if anyone from Google's out there right now, but really, your whole table system has made me mad this week. I am very salty about your fucking table system.
Like
And if
like sheets table or
no, like in a Google document
oh oh
at the bottom of the assignment that I read and typed out and worked so hard on in the Google Docs. Yeah, very salty. Also, fuck you. So, I'm so mad. I'm sorry, Google. Like, trust me, I love Google Chrome a lot. But man, fucking Google Forms. I am really annoyed with Google Forms because on Google Docs, Google Slides, Google, what is it, Excel, like those kinds of
sheets.
things in your
Yeah.
sheets. You translate my Spanish using the accents, put them in there properly for me. Thank you for that. Why not on Google Forms? Why not?
Oof. Major fucking oof.
So I've been working so hard on making the replacement final exams, which is all multiple choice. I now know what to do for them. I have the questions written in my book, in my little notebook. I just need to put them all in Google Forms and then assign it as a Google quiz, the whole work, whatever thing.
Right.
And like I've been typing away at these, and then I went back and realized they didn't. They would only let me correct the language to English and not Spanish.
That's dumb.
And I was like, why? Like, you work perfectly fine on Google Slides and Google Docs and like all these other things. Google Forms? No. So now I'm gonna have to spend so many painstakingly minutes copying and pasting the upside down X or question mark, the A, E, I accents. It's a painful. Google, I love you, but why?
Why would you do this to me?
How could this happen to me? So I've been really struggling with some Google things just this week as well to add to the whole level of ah.
Right. Aw.
But I have those quizzes at least written down in my notebook. They're done. I just gotta get them on Google Forms and properly inputted with the fucking proper accents and shit. Um, yeah, so that's what's happening. So this week was like finishing the novel, preparing them for the little quiz that they had to write on the novel. Starting their projects off, giving them class time next week to work on it. And then basically after that, it's going to be me also trying to find some time to create review packages for them. On top of finishing these replacement final exams. So that they have a good almost a week, or even some of them actually get a full week to study.
Right.
And then, yeah, the replacement finals are going to be on the 13th, 14th of June. And then the 15th and 16th, I'm leaving on the sidelines, and we're going to split the room in half. Front half of the room will be watching a movie. Back half of the room will be studying for their other exams, or for students who missed the exam and would like to write the replacement final. Or if they missed any other bloody assignments that they need to hand in.
They could just do this sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, you're not watching the movie. You're going to do this in the hallway. Get out. So, yeah, that last week is like all exam based, and then putting on a movie the last couple days, and kind of splitting up that room in half for them to kind of like movie and work on stuff. And then, yeah, last day classes are the 16th, and I have to have all my marks and things updated, I think, by the 28th.
So 12 days to do all the grading.
Basically, although the replacement final exam is going to be automatically marked, which is nice. It's just all the projects.
Oh yeah. Just go through all the projects.
Yeah. Cause yeah, like Google Forms, right? You could put in like the question and the responses, and like
At least
what.
you're doing a multiple choice rather than having them type this shit out.
Thank fucking God.
It's like,
You
I'll
have
give it
no
to you
idea.
guys. Here, just remember the words.
Well, yeah, that's what like my department had suggested, is like instead of making them do a written or an oral final this year, make them do that. But she still wanted me to do the oral final with them somehow, and I was like, okay, I guess I technically could do it on the 15th and 16th, but that would give them no class time prep. And I know my students, they need class time prep. And it will take 2 days for me to go through it, because in 75 minutes I need to see 20 kids. Which means I need over 100 minutes to do it. Actually, I would need a lot more than that to do it, so. Like, yeah, I would not want to put them through that, honestly. So that was one win I had this week, was sitting down with my department head, showing her my schedule once I made it, and going like, but I just don't have the wiggle room for it. And she's like, you can cut the replacement final exam review by a day or two. And I'm like, no, because like they want to study hard. Like these students, like my IB students specifically, work damn hard. And they have said they will need this class time to study. Because I know the majority of my students want to take their placement final. It's optional. Because how this works is that it's not going to be a separate final exam for an additional mark to be uploaded. Instead, if they do well on the exam and they want to replace a major assessment that they didn't do so well on, they can use that exam from the replacement final, hence replacement final, to replace that major assessment.
Oh, I see. Interesting. So it's like basically like a catch-all of like, hey, if you fuck up, you have a saving grace in a way.
Yeah, and even if you do bad on the exam, then it's like, well, it's no bother. It's not going to bring your mark down. It's just you did it. So
it's like you made the effort. You know where you're at in a way.
yeah, so I'm going to be releasing marks. I was supposed to do it tonight, but fuck them. They can have the marks released tomorrow. Release marks tomorrow so that they can see where they're at currently before this major assessment's turned in. And then that way they have the weekend to kind of work over through things, look at their stuff, and then tell me basically all of next week, are you doing their placement final or not?
Right.
And the students that are not doing the placement final still have to sit at the desk quietly, because it's going to be set up as a final exam room. So that's going to be my challenge, though. Is like, I will still need you to be quiet and absolutely silent for this entire class. The entire 75 minutes, because I won't have it. Yeah. So there's all, like, that was the big, like, bombshell that happened this week that basically almost did me in. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, why am I fucking here for this? But, you know, I'm making it through. I'm making it work. I've adjusted things. Students are genuinely excited about the projects. I'm allowing them to work in groups of 2 if they wish. So, you know, I've given them that. They're happy with the plan, because they're realizing that being a teacher is hard.
Right.
And that what I've done for them is helpful for them too, right? Because could you imagine if I threw that final or that oral at them?
Right. I'd be like,
They would be so beyond stress, on top of all the other final exams they have to do.
Right.
So, like, I vouched for them. I told the department head straight up, like, this is my, like, one of my wins this week was, like, I don't think I can myself mentally go through that with all of what I have to squeeze in this time period already.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I know the students are feeling the stress and strain of finals already. And I don't think I can throw them an oral exam with no in-class time prep. And she agreed.
Especially if something of like they've been through a lot of like different
Well,
teachers.
they've been through so many different teachers. And I learned a little bit more. Apparently, at the beginning of the term ish, they had a student teacher for a while,
Oh,
and they hated him.
oh no.
Yeah, he didn't mark things very nicely, and he wasn't the greatest like student teacher. And I was like, oof. I mean, been there, done that, but oof. Um,
Like not
so
like be super critical or anything.
yeah, and then they had like their teacher back for a little while, and then she disappeared, and then I came in. So awful semester, awful way to learn Spanish if you think about it. Like
Right.
multiple different teachers all term, and then
Well, just.
finally have me at the end,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm like now actively vouching for them to be successful. And yeah, I won. I won that fight. So I give myself a pat on the back for like I advocated for my students, I advocated for myself, and even though I'm on a temp contract, I fucking won.
I know that's amazing though. That's like really stood up for the kids and stood up
Yeah,
for yourself really just to be like I don't like I've seen the you've definitely seen the shit they've gone through. It's
yeah.
like the last thing as a sub, long term sub, is to throw the usual
Mhm.
out of left field for them and be like, all right, you guys are doing this no matter what. It's like you're already in it. Why don't you just create it yourself since there's been like nothing else to work with, right? Or at least make some amends to like make it easy for them, or make it yeah, not really easy for them like academically, but more of like so they could not stress out too much.
Yeah. And I heard some students talking today that like they feel so jilted. Like they do. Because they had the student teacher come in and like put so much pressure on oral exams. And I like heard it in them, like they were stressed with oral exams, so they wanted to know more. And then suddenly to have me come around and say like, "Oh, haha, you're not doing it." Some of them are like, "Oh, that sucks. I just spent so much time orally working on my pronunciation skills, and now we're not doing it."
Right.
So like I feel bad for those that have been working so hard all term despite the circumstances, just to be given an easy pass. Like I don't think they want that, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I know the majority of them will need it. You know?
Right, because it's like it's already stressful enough to go through too many people
Yeah.
that it's just like you guys may be prepared, but at the same time, are you like should I should we go through that stress with everything?
Yeah. So like it's kind of been really. I mean, this has been the whole time I've been here is like hit or miss with what I've been doing. And but finally today I felt like I finally have done it good. Like I'm finally a teacher. Because there's been other things that happened up this week too. Like in my tens class, for example, a couple students keep inviting others that are on the spares into my classroom. And for the first little while, not too disruptive. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
definitely didn't make the kids do work. I kept distracting them, and they have been a nightmare to chase to get work done.
Right.
But then they got worse. They got worse. Then, like, the one thing that broke me yesterday was they decided to have four other people come into the room randomly, four other students randomly come into the room, and then host a spelling bee
What?
in the back of my classroom and refuse to leave. So what I told them at the end of class today, straight up, like, tomorrow I'm not going to do this. I'm going to stand at the door when you come into the classroom. As soon as all the students are in, I'm locking the door and closing it. I am not allowing any outside students into my classroom for the rest of the term. You all have too much on stake to let yourselves get distracted by outsiders in my classroom. No more. And so I put my foot down today. I literally walked into the room. There's two students there that didn't belong to my class. I'm like, if you do not belong into my classroom, you need to get out. No.
That's
And there
crazy.
were, And they were like, "Oh wow, teacher's finally putting her foot down." I'm like, "Yeah, I am, and you're not welcome back here. Get out." And they're like, "Oh, it's nice to see you again." I'm like, "It was not nice to see you. Get out." Like I was done. I was done with it. It's been progressively getting worse throughout the week, and then having the audacity to do a spelling bee in my room and refusing to shut it down over and over again. I was like, no fucking way. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not playing your game. Get out of my room. So I got to play hard teacher today.
You get
Or
to
like
play bad teacher
not
or
bad,
strict
just like
teacher.
strict teacher, yeah.
Easy.
And the rest of the students just like looked wide eyed, like, oh.
She
I was
put
like,
her
yeah,
foot
that's fine.
down. Oh no.
Yeah, which made them work. And then after I had that little harsh moment, I came back, did attendance, and then I was like, all right, so let's get to class now. The instructions for the day is on the board, very clear. You're working on your projects. You have the entire class to work on them. If you want me to look over anything at all, your scripts, your diagrams, the photos you've chosen, anything at all, please come show me your work, and I will help you with it. I genuinely want to see you succeed, and that's why I did what I did at the beginning of the class. And then I had 6, 7 students come up and ask for help today, which is better than like literally 2 students that only ever came up to me asking for help at the beginning of this term that I started.
Right.
So it's starting to work. It's getting there.
You're get
Uh,
you're getting them though. Your heart is clenched basically.
yeah. And then a couple other really good things happened today. Like, um, one of my students, she's on. I showed you this. My high school has like a little broadcast
Mm-hmm.
show, LOHS TV. It's on YouTube. That's really weird for me to say as a weird advertising thing, but whatever. And they do like daily morning broadcasts, so it's all about
Right.
like updates and news coming up into the school, what's happening, coming, and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my like, well, actually, I teach quite a few students actually that work for that.
Really?
Whether it's like behind the scenes as directors or production crew or anchors. Like I work, like a lot of my students actually work on LOHS TV.
Oh wow.
And I felt so bad for the one girl because she's a lovely, like a lovely student. Works
Mm-hmm.
so hard. Like she's got a 98 in my class. Like she's works so hard, and she was
Right.
telling me that like some teachers treat her so poorly just because she's on that.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
and I was like, that's bizarre. Like why do you think they do that? And she's like, I don't know. For the fact that it interrupts 6 minutes of their classroom, I thought you teachers enjoyed having six like less
Minutes
minutes
of
to worry about. I'm like, I do.
right.
Yes. She's like, I know you do. And I was like, but you're also very good though. Like you're a great anchor. And she's like, oh, that made me feel better. But yeah, some of them just like snap at me like, oh, you're that person from LOHS TV. I'm like,
Really?
damn. So like
Damn.
I cheered her. I was like, no, you're a great anchor. You bring in enthusiasm. You speak clearly. You communicate clearly. No, don't let those teachers bug you. They're not. Like we're all stressed. I'm pretty sure it's just stress,
Right.
or maybe it is an annoyance that they have this now. But I mean, if the school spent that much money on all the equipment, they
There's
need
a
to get
reason
over
why
it.
it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was like, "Well, thank you for that." I was like, "Yeah, no problem. Now I should let you study for your quiz today." She's like, "Oh yes, I should study."
Aw.
So I had like a really good moment with that class today, and then like yeah, they're genuinely excited for the movie trailer project that they're doing. Block 2, yeah, I had that success today with my Spanish 10s. Block 3 was hit or miss, but I realized that, you know what? And even the students realized this class is always going to be loud. No matter what I do, no matter what rules and things I put in place, they're always going to be loud.
Right.
So for students and I made an arrangement with the librarian that like for the projects and for certain studying days next week, they can go down to the library and work.
Oh, for those if they want a full concentration sort of thing.
Yeah, if they need the quiet, need their concentration, they know the library to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I made that arrangement, and they were very grateful. They're like, "We're gonna miss you, like helping us." And I'm like, "If you need help, send me an email. My email's on the board. Take a picture of it before you go. Send me an email if you want me to look at anything." So there's that. So that was great. And then it was kind of sweet because they're like, "Man, Miss, we should get you the best gifts at the end of the school year for putting up with our BS." And I'm like, I
Oh,
don't do
oh.
this for the gifts. I don't do this for the awards. I don't do this for the prizes. But thank you. That's very sweet. And they're like, yeah, but what do you like? And I'm like, well, I like coffee. And they're like, well, that's a given. I'm like, okay. Don't judge me for
Is
my
that is
two
that
coffees a
is that
day,
obvious,
okay?
man?
Don't judge me for my two coffees a day. You don't even know. You don't even know. I'm always walking into the school with a coffee, or like make a coffee first thing in the morning. Then at lunch, I go like near the end of class, end of lunch to make a
I need
coffee.
another cuppa.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to deal with the most rambunctious two classes. I need my cuppa. um, and they're talking like, are you allergic to anything? No, we don't want to get you anything that you can't use because you have allergies. So I was like, well, most scents can kind of get me sneezy here and there, so just careful with scents. But I'm also got a weird sun allergy. They're like, what? I was like, yeah, allergic to the sun. So if I'm out in the sun too long, like direct sunlight, I not only do I burn like very quickly, and they're like, well, yeah, you're a white girl. I'm like, thanks. Um, I also rash, and they're like, oh. I was like,
Yeah, sun rash is
yeah.
not fun.
So that's why like I gotta be careful. And they're like, okay, so would you like a big bottle of like SPF 50 sunscreen? I'm like, no, not really a great teacher gift. Thoughtful, considerate, but not really a big good teacher gift.
It's practical, but kind of the wrong intention.
Kind of the wrong message to send at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
Like
if anything, I would be okay with the card guys. And they're like, no, we're gonna get you something more. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
right,
So kind of sweet, very sweet little kind of chat with a few of them there.
right.
And then yeah, block 4 came in with so much energy. They're like, we're gonna ace this quiz. Miss, you gave us some time to study. Hell yeah, we got this. I'm like, all right, let's see. And two students did pretty badly.
Oh,
But I kind of expected it because honestly, they don't do a lot of work.
but
Or
everyone else was
from the
like,
past a lot.
yeah, it was like
Everyone else scored above like 12 out of 17.
not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah. And some students were like, I did absolutely terrible. Like, it's going to bring down my mark a lot. I'm like, it's a minor assessment. It won't bring your mark down that much. If it brings your mark down at all, it'll be 1%. Like, maybe not even. And so at the end of class, they all were like, you marked our quizzes right. Can we see your final grade? What's your overall average? So the last 10 minutes of class is just me going through grades with everybody.
Oh, they're sweethearts.
Yeah, and some of them are like, wait, I got 16 out of 17. I swore I failed that. I was like, nope,
Oh.
you know this. You know this more than you think. Remember, there's more to just knowing the novel. It's knowing the language. So if you can read the context clues in the question, you should be able to find the answer. And I'm sure that's what you were able to do. I was just like, you know what, that makes sense. I was like, yeah, see, don't doubt yourself. So I had a lot of those conversations, which was really
Oh,
sweet.
that's sweet.
And then yeah, just seeing the genuine excitement of like, I'm coming over to your house this weekend, man. You got a garden, right? We're gonna need a garden. You have a bird. I don't care. We'll get a stuffed bird. We
Not
got
gonna lie,
this. Like so
I
much
hope you
energy.
laugh so much with the recordings. Like,
With
we,
this group, the two that I'm talking about, absolutely, because like they were so excited. The one boy was just like, "I have the perfect wig for Soraya," and I was like,
oh my god, you could definitely tell
"Yes,
the change like of like how teaching stances are like in terms of like projects. Some of them are just like presentation or anything like that back then. Now because of like the idea of like YouTube and video content creation, it's like
yeah,
video. Why the heck not? Like that's
oh yeah,
I knew for the fact that was rare. I think even in our times in high school, like
oh yeah,
I remember senior year of high school, we actually did I think something similar, almost similar to yours, of like the idea of like it's more like general of like you could do anything sort of thing. You read the novel for the last half of the semester, or yeah, the last half of the semester, and you just create a project. Whether
yeah,
you're just gonna like practically summarize the book, but you're gonna do it in a way that you want to do it. Whether it's a game show, you could do a presentation if you want to, or a video or anything like that. I love my
yeah,
English teacher for that, to make that idea of just like
yeah,
read the book and then talk about it. But you don't have to talk about it. You can do fun. Like be creative. Let your creative juices flow. So like, but even like, if we like kind of constricted to just like a making of well, actually, didn't really constrict it to making a video, but like at the same time, it's like
yeah. I
really
mean, I made an assignment this year for making a meme.
That's true.
Like, yo, the things you could do as a teacher now is kind of great. I mean, there's limitations, of course, and like language, or like blah 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 blah. But
Language
like,
and being school safe.
yeah, but at the same time, man, like to see the kids' excitement, be like, you know what, miss, we're gonna go full production on this. I'm like,
Go for it.
great. I know a few students on LOHS team that can help it.
Oh no.
And they're like, oh, can we go bombard them? I'm like, don't bombard them. Ask politely if they can help or if you could even use the
Borrow their
studio. They're like,
equipment.
oh, use the studio. I'm like, no, shoot, probably shouldn't have said that. Alyssa's gonna kill me. Um,
It's like, can we use the studio for a project? Whose project? The Spanish teacher. Oh no.
the Spanish teacher that came in during like the last couple months of the year. And then
She gave us a
Alyssa's just
really
gonna
fun
stomp
project
in
to
after
do.
lunch and be like, Miss Wallace.
What did you assign your kids?
But like some of them are so excited. And, like one student actually said that like her brother is into like videography and such, so she's gonna like rope him into like helping with the project and bring some of his like film friends that like act as some of the actors and characters. I'm like, damn, this is all like, I was like expecting Google Slide like fucking like putting pictures together to create the scenes and doing a voiceover. That's what I was expecting, like
Like
basic
something that we
level.
would do in a way, right? Like
Yeah.
nowadays, I'd say.
Yeah, and now I'm like seeing like my block four students going like, no way, man, we're gonna act it out. I'm gonna be Kevin, you're gonna be Gilly because you skateboard and I don't know, cool. No, wait, if Kevin's perfect, I'm perfect. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Here we go. And then he's like, am I Maria Jesus? And I'm like, he's like, well, yeah, if I have to be Soraya, I've got the wig for Soraya. I'm being Soraya. I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
So
like
seeing some of their genuine excitement and like planning over all of it and like working out the script and things today was just a pure joy. And I was like, you know what?
I didn't just take a weekend to do it. Hell yeah, why not?
Today is, I was like, you know what? Today's a win. I got like through all my classes with no really severe issues. Today's a win. I want to celebrate.
You're like you got your kids up and excited for things.
Yeah. And like, oh man, this is like also amazing news. I know, I hate that Pride has become political and like, I mean, it always has been, but for different reasons. But like, people now are like, LGBT community, but fuck you, it's Pride Month. Um, I'm genuinely surprised at the level of support and care for like the community in my school.
Aw,
Because I posted it on my Twitter like
I see
earlier on June 1st that like students stayed till like 6 p.m.
that. Wow.
apparently the night before, getting all those balloons up there and creating the display for Pride.
Just for everyone to enter and be like, Happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
Pride Month.
Yeah. So like amazing like dedication to it. And then staff today, genuinely like I haven't told Daryl any of this, like this is all like new to him.
Right.
There's a group of staff and even like a couple other teachers have joined in now to make 40 t-shirts for our staff that has like Lillian on it because like my high school Lillian Osborne,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's rainbow, so it's pride shirts.
Aw.
You just have to pay $20, and every $20, like all that money is gonna go to a charity.
Yay, yo, that's cool.
So amazing, right? And yeah, it's just really great. And then yeah, having conversations with students this week and realizing like, dang, like I'm pretty damn proud of like the younger generation for like really looking into things like this and knowing who they are.
Right. Like
Um,
being proactive about who they are. That's
and
like,
my school is so great too. Like on the like attendance list, you can see like their gender. And
really.
yeah, we have male, female, X.
Oh, aw.
Yeah, like just so much inclusivity that like it definitely was not part of our high school generation really. It started to a little bit.
It started to, but it was definitely still like a closet sort of thing.
Yeah, like
Like
back
keep
then it
it
was
to
like
yourself.
teachers absolutely do not say anything like that. Don't disclose that personal information. Where now I'm seeing teachers like absolutely wearing like the super rainbow like
Right.
t-shirts and like absolutely having like rainbow headbands on, and I'm like, you know what? You know, fuck this. I put on my like demi pin that I have. I'm like, you know what? It's Pride Month. I ain't hiding. If teachers aren't hiding, I'm if they're coming out more, I ain't hiding.
Right.
Fuck that. So that's been really great. Like some really good conversations have sparked out from my pin, like wearing it now finally. So yeah, it's just been like this week's been a lot. Like
Mm-hmm.
a lot, and I haven't even talked about Toastmasters or my teaching yet, man. Oh fuck Toastmasters though.
You could just maybe skip that if you want to.
No, I mean like core development. We're doing really something cool on core development. So 7 to 8 p.m. on Mountain Time. You want to come to this is really cool. At the beginning of every meeting, we have us doing the Sergeant at Arms thing at every meeting, and then right afterwards we do a language learning corner because a lot of our members actually are currently learning, or have learned another language.
Ooh.
And I'm kicking things off as the resident current full-time Spanish teacher.
Right.
And I taught them greetings, like very basic things. I only have a 5-minute segment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have hiccups now. God damn it. I have a 5-minute segment. And so I taught them just basic greetings this week, like hi or hello is hola. Can you repeat after me? Like hola. And they're like hola. I was like, bien. Okay, now another possible greeting is que pasó. And they're like, que pasó? And I was like, yeah, like what's up? And then also que tal and como estás. So I taught them those 4 phrases this week. And then next week, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the meeting just with all that bloody marking I have to do. But I was going to teach them like how to answer to that or to respond back to that greeting. So like if someone says hola to you, you can say hola and como estás, and then they can answer how they're feeling. So then I would teach like estoy bien, estoy regular, estoy más o menos, estoy mal, estoy enferma,
That's not what
estoy,
I was trying to remember for like oh okay.
estoy triste. Yeah, exactly. So like I'm gonna start kind of filling in the gaps there so they can have like that nice introductory conversation at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then get to the point where it's like if someone asks you like if someone says like, "Oh, excelente, tú hablas español," you can reply back, "No, pero estoy aprendieron un pocos frases," and like kind of get to them to that point, and then cut there, and then go to endings. So how to say goodbye to someone,
Right.
and we're like, "Oh, like mucho gusto, adios," or "disfruta tu día," like all these kind of like ending phrases. So it's gonna be like a little regular series we're doing. Just really cute. I'm gonna start with like greetings, how you're feeling, and responding to that question of, "Oh, you speak Spanish?" No, but I know a little.
Right.
And then going to endings, and then talking about like introducing slowly to like food terms and like how to say like what you prefer and what you like and
Interesting.
all these things. So yeah, very fun, very cool that we're gonna do it. So that's been actually really nice, and like we had our area director come, and he really enjoyed that segment. So did our guest that popped in. So very cool. And then we had elections for Northern Lights, and I'm VPPR for next year. I'm getting rid of that VPN, although asterisks on that for a moment. I'll be VPPR, so I'm Vice President of Public Relations, so I'll be making all that social media content and promoting the club, doing community outreach, taking on newsletter, which is going to be wild. But yeah, I get to stretch my fucking writing skills. Yes. This coming year, very excited for that. To be honest, I wasn't going to do it, but like our election was kind of sad, so I did it. But our next incoming executive was actually really surprising. Like, please giggle with me with this one.
Oh, I'm scared.
Austin is president.
Oh my god. How did that? Okay, is it something to share here, or is this something to share personally? Because I want to
Personally.
fuck. Okay, I want to know how the fuck that happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Huh?
We don't have a VPN.
But we
No
can
one
Zoom
stepped forward. No one responded back to me. And the people that did were like, no, that's big time commitment. I can't make it work. I'm like, no, you can make it work. I promise. You don't have to be as involved as I've been. And trying to do that wrangling, but no one stepped forward. So Unfortunately, that kind of went down the drain. So we have no VPN right now, which is going to lead to the asterisk that I had a little while ago. Then we have a new member. Well, kind of new, kind of not. He's like part of another club, but joined our club as well. Brayden is going to be VPM. Then I'm VPPR. Then we have my protege, my sweet, sweet protege, Giovanna, as treasurer. Because she does financial record things right now in her current job, so she figured she'd be easy to take on. And then Gloria stepped up on the day to become our secretary.
Oh.
And my sister, a couple days before, her and I had a nice conversation, and she talked to her mentor, Eric, and she's going to be our sergeant at arms.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Most of the out executive are women.
Look at
What up?
that.
We run the world. So yeah, we just gotta fill that VPN spot. So we're gonna work really, really hard on that. We do have a potential member, or well, we had a guest who joined on Saturday, and she has previous Toastmasters experience in Ireland. She lived in Dublin. So we're gonna try to see if she can join our club and maybe like fully step into things again and become our VPN. So that's an option. Eric said that he would like to try it out, but he wants to wait a little bit because he's currently applied to a bunch of jobs, has a few interviews coming up, and he might be moving to Edmonton depending on a couple of jobs he's applied to. Because he currently lives in Nanaimo, BC, so he's been applying to quite a few jobs across like the West Coast, and yeah, Edmonton was one place he found a few jobs he would really, really like. So he's kind of waiting for that situation. So what's going to happen in the next few months is that I'm going to remain as VPN. But fucking by September, we need a new VPN because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing double duty for this nightmare. No. But I'm going to do it for the next few months. And then we're going to scout members out. We're going to look at the Shalini who came. And then in those 3 months, I'm going to train Eric for the role and show him ways to shortcut time. And so that if he does get a full-time job, there's a way to kind of get around it, like I've been doing. So.
Oh shit! What happened here, guys? What the fuck?
Oh.
I just see a bus backing up to my ass as I'm going through. I'm just like, hello, bitch.
That's awkward, damn. So yeah, basically a whole brand new executive, except for me and Austin.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Quite wild. Looking forward to it though. Like, really, really am. Especially because my sister's on that executive and she knows what Austin's been doing to me, so we're going to be holding him accountable. Like,
dang, also I forgot my phone died again. So,
oh.
Frozen camera picture, it's great.
Oh no. Oh man. But yeah, so that was like some Toastmasters updates. Oh man. Also, I'm going to be doing 2 speeches this month, which means I'm going to be completing the Pathways Mentorship Program and my level 5 of Strategic Relationships. Yeah.
Which means you'll be completed, almost completed, if not completed.
Well, that'll be my 3rd Triple Crown. Because I have to do it by July 1st. Wow.
At least it's June 3rd.
Yeah.
Looks at the calendar. What month is it? What day of the month is it?
I'm literally doing a speech tomorrow. I'm doing a speech in 2 weeks. And then I'm doing my Reflect on My Path speech maybe at the end of the month at Lingo. So 3 speeches technically. And then yeah, right before the cutoff, right before July 1st. Bam.
You can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to do a speech tomorrow because no one had signed up for speeches, so here I am filling in fucking roles again. And I'm doing double duty tomorrow actually. I'm like table topics evaluator and a speaker. Love my life. Because members are not coming back regularly. Although Giovanna and Kate have a really great reason why. Kate graduated from her doctorate.
Ooh, oh yeah, that needs a time for celebration.
And she decided, they both, like, her whole family decided to go down to... Give me a moment. It's one of the A states, and I'm sorry, but America, you got too many.
We do have too many.
You got like Alabama, Arkansas. I mean, I don't know why that was words, but
That's
that's
some
fine.
noises.
That's some beautiful noises. Let's go look up my protege on Facebook and I'll be able to find it. Aww. Um, they're in AZ.
Arizona.
Yeah, so because she did the online program the past little
Oh.
while, so she actually got to go down and attend the graduation in person in Arizona and graduate with her
Probably University of
doctorate.
Arizona or something like that. Dude, that's cool.
What you know?
Probably wrong mentioning, but I think I know.
ATSU.
I have no idea what it is.
It's based in Mesa, Arizona. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
I don't know where it is either.
So yeah, like they had a good reason to not be there. All that jazz. But yeah, so speaking of that, oh my god, I forgot to tell you about this. So my school's putting on a production of Chicago, and I put my name down at the beginning of the week to potentially win 2 tickets to go to Chicago on Saturday and have a VIP experience, which is staff appreciation before the play at 1 p.m. And I won those 2 tickets. I was one of the 10 staff to win those tickets. So my sister and I are going to see Chicago tomorrow after Northern Lights. And I'm looking forward to it so much because, like, one of my colleagues that I graduated with at Lillian back in 2012 is one of the main staff that's been putting on the production.
Yo, look at that.
So I'm hoping that, like, if we have time after Northern Lights, I would like to stop and get her, like, a bouquet of flowers.
Aw, just to be like, dude, you did it. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, she will have one more show to do after the afternoon show, but
Right.
I like the flowers to be like a nice little, like, I know how hard you worked. Brava.
I know. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so her and I get to go for free. And so this VIP experience is like, there's gonna be like food and drinks there. You're gonna mix and mingle, talk to the staff and whatever. There's like a little presentation and stuff going on. Yeah, from like 12:15 to 12:45. And then the play is at 1 p.m.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah, and then after that, we're gonna go do a bunch of shopping. I'm gonna get my hair cut on Sunday. Whoop whoop. I still have so much more to talk about. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This might be a long truck talk. And it's already almost midnight here. Oh my god. I have Northern Lights at 9:30 a.m. But so there's all that. What else? Teaching. Having really great classes lately. Sunday's a little disappointment, but I did not clue in, despite our conversations, that it was a long weekend.
Oh.
So one student only let me know that they were not going to make it for a long weekend. No one else mentioned anything, so I logged on, waited 15 minutes, no one showed up. Got a message from one of my students going, hey, I'm trying to log on, but it won't let me. And I was like, yeah, well, you are 45 minutes late. I wasn't going to sit in an empty Zoom call for 45 minutes. So yeah, I just sent them a message going, I apologize, did not know it was May Long Weekend for America. I forgot that America and Canada have different May Long weekends. Very sorry, let's regroup and meet up next week. So Sunday was a little disappointing, but then like my Wednesday kids are enjoying it a lot, meeting all the weird little creatures and kind of discovering some new things about the village of Drysea that I created. So they're really getting intrigued with like, wait, what? The main elder of the village is the one that has this power? What? So yeah, it's really cool. And then tonight I started my Tomb of Annihilation campaign with my main kiddos that I've been teaching for over a year now.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we've gone from Chaos of Hupperduke to Exile to Feywild, Magical Twist of Fate, Curse of Strahd, Tomb of Annihilation. 5 campaigns. And or 5 little mini campaigns, I guess. But yeah. And we have a new student, not new student. So I taught the student with the all-boy group back a little while ago, and he just didn't rejoin the other campaigns, just didn't work for him for time-wise. And then this popped up, and he's like, well, I'm done classes, I'm done school, because America is different fucking state down there. And he decided to join, and so tonight we didn't really get started, I had him make a level 11 character. I made my other student who his main character is going to get killed off when we have the whole party with us. Because he's the new Lord of Barovia and none of the party's happy with that, so we're going to do that next week when we have everybody here. So he made a new character, and I really love what he's done with it, because his main character has multiple personalities, which has been a delightful, chaotic mess. And he's decided that he's decided that each of those personalities, if one of his characters dies, will become a character. So right now he's making Johnny Silverfang, which is this like obnoxious radio personality kind of guy who likes to scam people. Yeah.
Dang.
There's that.
Scamming. Just scamming everyone. Oh my god.
Like a very charlatan kind of character.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. And then I kind of talked to everybody about this campaign, like just let you know it's going to be set in this kind of setting. You're going to be dealing with really high stakes circumstances because there's a death curse and all this kind of stuff. And everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm down for that." I was like, "Sweet!" And even my other student that I taught before, but not with this particular group, was just like, "Yeah, I'm okay with this." I was like, "All right," and I was like, "Okay, I need you to know everyone's alignment, please, because alignment is going to play a factor into this campaign." And they're like, "What? What are you doing to us?" I was like, "You will find out." And yeah, oh my gosh, then this new kid that joined, that joined, made a chaotic neutral character.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna explode with chaos in this one. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but they're genuinely excited. So we only had an hour-long class today because 2 students couldn't make it. So we're gonna start next week. I'm gonna message everybody, make sure everyone can make it. We're gonna jump back in time before the Tomb of Annihilation begins to deal with this big boss fight. Well, boss quote-unquote fight with the one student's character who's really evil now and has a lot of boosts and boons. So he's gonna have fun studying that for a week. And yeah, do the big fight and then jump into the chaos of Schult in the jungle and the port city of Port Nyanzaru, and they're going through the jungles of Schult to find an ancient treasure that's apparently causing the death curse. Yeah, and they get to face dinosaurs and other jungle creatures, and one student really wants to face a lot of frogs. So I'm like, alright. Frogs, yep. And they all asked, like, what is the rules for having a pet dino? And I'm like, alright, I already thought about this because I know your group. You can have one super large dinosaur like a T-Rex or a Triceratops, only for the whole party. Next rule, you can have 2 to 3 medium-sized dinosaurs like the Velociraptors. The other rule is you can have 3 to 4 little itty-bitty dinosaurs, but that's it. Not every single one of you is going to get a freaking dinosaur. I refuse.
You're not the dinosaur of Oprah, dinosaur.
So they decided to go for the medium creatures. So now they're going to be scattered out for 2 to 3 medium-sized creatures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so like, oh lordy, alright. So yeah, it's been fun. It was great to kind of set up the campaign that way. So good times there, and yeah, so this weekend I got Northern Lights tomorrow. I'm doing a speech on my 6 months of mentoring my protege Giovanna. We're going to then, go see Chicago, my school's production of it. So talented. We had to play the trailer a lot this week on the little announcement TV thing. And that student that sings all that jazz, man. All that jazz. If you know Chicago, you know that song. I've had to hear that probably 5 times this week, so it's constantly in my head, and I can't wait to see that in the play. It's also my sister's favorite play, so it'll be really nice to kind of go.
So it'll be fun for her to watch, to like really give it
Yeah, give her like artistic eye because she was a drama student. So, we're gonna have fun with that staff appreciation thing beforehand. I'm gonna go do some shopping. I'm gonna get myself some nice new outfits, some nice red shoes that I've always wanted. More lighter PJs because man, it's getting summer up here, man. Whew, we are hitting almost 80 degrees. degrees. So
That's pretty hot.
it's hot for us because we've just kind of barely hung over like 50 for a while there. So
And then
it's
just like
warm.
decided like, hey, I'm just gonna increase the increase the temperature. Ding.
Yeah, so get some new things to kind of deal with summer. And then Sunday I get haircuts. I teach my class on that night. Oilers play Saturday night. Oilers got to step up their game. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking like 3-minute rant about this. What was last night? What the fuck? They were all like tie 0-0 first game. I saw some tweets and things about like bad reffing. I was like, you know what? Let me come on. I'm gonna watch it. Why not? Second period. My god, 3 goals within 2 minutes for Colorado.
Oh jeez.
And I was like, why did I come out here?
Why
Why do I have the TV on here? And then like they scored a 4th goal later, and I was like,
Was this
I
worth the
don't know.
tune in? What the fuck?
Yeah, 4-0. It was 4-0, and I was like, damn, Colorado has won 2 games out of 7. Like
Damn.
Oilers, man, but we are in home turf the next 2 games, so we'll see if we can tie it 2-2. That'd be great. And then it's probably going to be a 7-game series.
It's crazy.
I know. So Oilers, fuck. Please, let's. I want them. I'm mixed. I want them to win, but I don't want them to win because I want them to win because they made it this far. They gotta man, go all the way.
Right.
But at the same time, the partying that goes on to 2 a.m. And the honking. Why does my city think it's suddenly socially acceptable to fucking honk for hours on end? Why? Honking's not a celebration. You honk if someone cuts you off. You honk for other reasons of danger. You don't honk to celebrate. Why? It's been rough. So like weeknight games, I'm always like, okay, Valley, you know you're not gonna sleep, so have you get ready to plan out your day to include 2 trips to get coffee in the staff room. Plan that in your day. Because you know you're gonna be up and woken up constantly from the fucking partying. So that's what I've had to deal with the last little while too. Yeah. So there you go. End of sport rants. Done. No more sports. But yeah, it's been crazy here. And I think that's everything. I don't know. Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Guess which game I'm getting? Violet. And
I thought you were about to
Lechonk.
say Scarlet would have been hilarious. I'm kidding.
Lechonk is the best Pokemon that's ever been created.
Chunk.
My legendary Pokemon looks fucking weird. I saw a screenshot from the trailer a while back that said it looked like cock and balls, and I'm like, hey, yep.
Oh, that's why a lot of people are talking about cock and ew.
Yep.
I'm not
But
gonna
it's
go
okay.
into that.
That's alright. I still want the game because multiplayer, hardcore, full game Pokemon. I need it. I'm so pumped for that.
Holiday 2022, right?
November.
Yeah.
November 18th, which isn't a holiday for anyone up here.
I consider that holiday season by now. Like I don't consider December holiday season. November's holiday season. Or from the Philippines, September's holiday season.
No, man, I don't know. That's just like it's a week after Remembrance Day. Like I don't know. I'm not feeling party after Remembrance Day.
Fair.
I want. Daryl, I found my dream motorbike.
You found what?
Scooter, my dream.
Oh
Dream.
no.
I'm gonna retweet it, and you can choose to show the stream if you want. It's so pretty and colorful. It's like something out of an Animal Crossing game. So pretty.
God, it would be cool if you like one day it would be like impulse purchase scooter.
Don't tempt me. You know how much money I make now.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't do
Personal
this
or
to
official?
One of them.
Okay.
M Dragon.
Oh my God. Boy, that's a one fucking good moped. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like give you some European vibes.
Mm-hmm. Just tootle around town with that shit, man.
Meep meep. Meep meep. Yes. Anyway, Oof, getting off topic. Yeah, no problem. Um, that is all me. I'm finally finished my life here. It's been a life, you know. I have been through it all this week. Literally every emotion you could think of, I've had.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Man,
But I'm glad it ended up good in the end.
yes, it ended up pretty alright. I forgot to talk. There's God, so much more, but we're not gonna do it. Nope.
Nope. Aw.
Cut the stream here. Uh, I'll say I started a personal I'll bring it up briefly. My sister and I put together a D&D group here,
Ooh.
and we started our first session on Saturday, which has been our last Saturday, which was lovely. Taking a week off because one of our players is, I guess, attending her brother's graduation, whatever. Uh, and we're gonna pick it up next week with that campaign, and that's gonna be not really many updates from that one because I'm gonna keep it kind of
Personal.
private because it's like an in-person kind of, well, not really in person, it's more like a very local thing, so
Mm-hmm. Aw.
I'll bring it up and just say, like, everyone's up, like, I had a great D&D session Saturday night, and that's like where I'll leave it.
Aw,
But
that's good.
I'm DMing it,
Ooh.
and the DM,
You're the dim.
and they are all newbies.
Aw.
So I'm excited to put them into my version of the Feywild.
Yo.
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so colorful. I have plans, but yeah, well, yeah, there's that too. Boop boop.
Hey, look at that.
And that's a wrap.
That's a boop.
That's a boops.
That's a boops.
Sure is.
Damn. What a
Right?
jam-pack update, really.
I know. It's just been 1 week.
It's been 1 week for both of us, and we did a lot of shit. Holy.
I know. I feel like my world has like went from being like super confident, hella prepared to like nope, to like working myself slowly back up to at least normal by
Aw.
Friday.
But at least we're getting there, right? Sort of thing.
Sure.
Aw.
Ask me that after the 16th when all my students are done
Done.
coming to my class.
Will do. I will ask you that.
Because I think my week is going to start off with like, yay! Monday, students are spending the entire class working on projects. Whoop whoop. Tuesday, oh, one class is going to start doing review for their replacement final, but the other three still working on their projects. Whoop whoop. And then it's going to slowly get down to stress.
And they'd be like,
With all the
"Fuck."
work. But it's alright. Which means, hey, heads up, depending on how I'm at on Friday, I may not be here.
I will definitely find alternatives or do it for myself or get some cool guys. We'll see.
Yeah, as a heads up, for me, no talk and talk next week because I'm going to be in the midst of marking 4 classes of projects.
Should be in marking hell.
I will be in marking, hell, 70 plus projects to mark.
Hot damn, right.
Although some of them are doing partnerships, so like maybe a little less than that, but like,
It's a lot.
it's still a lot, yeah. So there's that for y'all. So are you gonna be ready for another long update for me in the week after?
Yes. So I need to think about it. I need to think about it because it's like I think we'll definitely talk about this here in a little bit. I think personally,
Okay.
I'm gonna share it next week, just in case,
Okay.
as I'm not confirmed it yet.
Okay.
Okay. What's a good way to merge this shit?
Well, hey, it was fun being here.
Yeah. Thank you again, Dragon, for obviously being an amazing guest and listening through my 1.5 hour of fun stuff and providing your 1 hour of very interesting, crazy, but fun stuff.
Yes, no worries. It was great. There.
Oh my god, Nightbot, you are so fucking slow.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of share a little bit of this journey with someone, because currently a lot of this is kept inside my little brain until I can be like, "Wata!" I'm like, that might be the alcohol talking at this moment. That's fine.
Such a good noise.
Wata! I've been having
I
fun
think I know
making
what I'm
weird
doing
noises.
tomorrow now.
Oh no. But hey, I do things. I'm back kind of doing YouTube. I'm gonna get at least thing and ramp up a weekly. It might be just the one video a week for now, but I mean, you all heard my week. It's gonna be
It's
one
gonna be
video a week.
busy.
It's gonna be busy. So check out YouTube, follow my Dang on Rampa journey, cause man, it's getting there.
It's getting spicy.
Life is spicy meatball. Follow me on Twitter for retweeting of things and updates sometimes, and coffee. I'm a teacher who is going through it, and I will need those coffees next week. So if you don't mind clicking that little Ko-Fi thing and send me a coffee to get me through, that would be lovely. I also am fundraising for Extra Life, a wonderful organization that sends all of its proceeds to hospitals in the Children's Miracle Network, aka my local hospital in Edmonton, the Stollery Children's Hospital, that is actually part of the network. So I'm fundraising for a local hospital that helps kids with treatments from as severe as illness to injury and anything and everything in between. It all goes to them. So click on that link, donate, redeem an initiative. I've got some health initiatives that would be lovely to redeem so I can get back to that track a bit. I also have a cute little Pokemon cooking challenge that I would love for someone in my life to redeem because I want to cook Pokemon foods for you.
Make it all look the pretties, the pretties.
They all look the cuties.
Yes.
And maybe the first one I'll do is one of the new Pokemon in the new game.
Ooh.
So please click that link and join, and I'll make one of the new 5 Pokemon that we saw in the trailer.
Let's go.
Yes. And that is me. Please support me and love me and coffee. Thank you.
Yep. Again, thank you so much for being an awesome guest as always. And then I guess for me, if you're watching this already, hit that subscribe button down below in the bottom right hand corner of the video, somewhere down there. If you're watching this on Twitch, hopefully you're following me here on Twitch. Otherwise, go subscribe to me on YouTube. All the stuff is getting there. Oh my God, Diet Bot, please work. There you go. If you want to get some status updates, shit posts, and whatnot, follow me on Twitter. And yeah, unfortunately, I haven't posted pretty stuff photos on Instagram, but I think tomorrow I might have a chance to do some pretty interesting, good, pretty photos. Tomorrow, I think I know what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be in the city. It's going to be fun.
Ooh, fun.
So be in tune for that. But yeah, give me a follows on those socials. Give a follow on Dragon. Again, thank you so much, Dragon, for being one amazing guest as always.
No worries. It's always great to be here, and I'm so sorry I won't be here next time, but it's alright. I'll be back.
You'll be back.
I'll be back.
But yeah, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your weekend if you're watching this live, or hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week if you're watching this as a VOD. And hopefully see you guys next week or later in the week for some more Trek and Talk. We'll see what day we're going to be doing Trek and Talk next week in terms of like the planning and all that stuff. Yeah, with that, hope you guys have a great day or night, wherever the heck you are. I realize I don't have a webcam, so I'm just going to do this. That's Dragon over there, and this is Spam Waits. Everyone say see ya. Oh my God, that's the worst face ever to be frozen on.
Buenas noches.
Buenas
everyone.
noches. Adios.
Ciao.
Ciao? Really?
Yes.
Okay. Bye. Oh, I didn't miss it.